Yo, yo, thanks for waiting a couple minutes. Of course, today I'm like, yo, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna stream. Um, my son had a freak out. Like, let me turn the actual mic on. Um, it like knocked me out of the mood to even do this, bro. But I ain't gonna disappoint. I just like I can't even explain to y'all what the last about hour was in this apartment. But I'm gonna tap in with everybody because I rock with y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. And I now have like I'm about to show y'all. If you know my little studio setup, right? Boom. I got this is the monitor here. Whoops, bro. Of course, I just unplugged this. Hold on. It's not my day. It is. We're gonna figure it out. And I ain't got anything better to do but figure it out. I just got a new monitor off Black Friday, and that shit is tweaking. It's probably tweaking for you. Let me look, see what's going on with the YouTube, because this shit is bugging out now. I just hit some. But yeah, we're in the early stages of all this. Yo. Yeah, I wish I could like flip this and show you. Okay, here we go. Settings. My wife just texted me, I think you can talk louder. She's probably looking at the baby cam. My son's tweaking, and I'm like, I'm still coming down from the tantrum freak out, and I'm still adjusting my screens here. So, excuse me, there's now a monitor here. This camera here is my MacBook camera. I have the Elgato camera set up as well. Um, and I had the game on Fubo TV. Shout out to the Fubo fam. And I think I'm overriding the system here, but hope everybody's doing good. We'll get into some louder conversation. Now that my wife said I can talk louder, and I'm still working the kinks out. I have been working the kinks out of StreamYard, working the kinks out of um, all of this, honestly. Let's see here. I could make it brighter, bro. I ain't hiding. I just got my blue light on. I'm blue, ba doo dee da doo die. There's some white light. And there is another white light. Oh, 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 don't wake the baby up. Don't wake the baby up. Now, can I get this? I want to have both screens. Um, because I had the game over here. I'm trying to have the game on the screen. Shout out to the good folks at Assist as well. They were trying to assist with like a scoreboard type of thing, which we're gonna have plenty of time to do these type of things. Um, they were trying to assist with like a score bug for tonight, and I'm like, bro, I'm so busy right now, and by the time I get my son to bed at 8, shout out to bro if he's in here watching. I'm like, I can try to jump on. I can try to jump on the live stream, but like, or the Google Meet, but I gotta fire off the live stream. I gotta talk to some people. So yeah, okay. Now I have the game up, and I have StreamYard up. But what I want to do is pull StreamYard to my other screen so I can watch the game here. Got the game on live. The Lions already scored. It's 3-0 Lions, so I could do that. I could do a little like create a banner, Lions 3, Cowboys 0, and then that can go up right there. Boom. And we're about to get into it. I'm about to actually use my regular voice. Where's my hair tie? These people here for a conspiracy theory. These people here talk about Craig Carton. I swear y'all trip me out, bro. I swear people trip me out, bro. But I love it. I'm honestly flattered, bro. I've been doing a lot of reflecting lately because obviously I just changed my entire life. George Pickens. Oh, that ball should have been picked. Talking about Pickens. I'm about to lock in on the game too. See, this is something that y'all need to be able to see with me. I wanna watch games with y'all. I wanna talk football with y'all and baseball with y'all. Definitely when we get to the next season. Brandon Aubrey Graham. Brandon Aubrey Graham. Tie game. Let's update that score, folks. Let's delete that score off the screen. And let's go now. Cowboys 3. Lions 3. We're all knotted up at 3 apiece. And let me change the banner as well. I'm gonna get to the chat because this is the whole thing, right? It's supposed to be chatting. It's supposed to be talking to y'all in the chat. I'm gonna get to the chat, but I want to change the style of the banner. Boom. Okay, let me change it. I want to make it blue, and then let's go back to the banner. Banner, style, block. There it is. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, we got a little progress here. Keith McPherson here. Commercial break now. If you're just tuning in, the stream is up. The stream is live. Thanks for your patience. It's 8:31. I went live 19 minutes ago, a little bit before 8:15, and I'm a former Dallas Cowboys fan. Still a Dallas Cowboys fan. I didn't choose another team. If you don't pick another team, I guess you're still a Cowboys fan. And they wouldn't let me shake it. It's funny. I was telling somebody today, I was like, that was a radio bit. I'm not on the radio anymore. I don't even have to play into that anymore. I was like, it was good though. It was funny. Like that evokes so much emotion out of fans because fans are so brainwashed that like, what was it? Harvey and Dix Hill said, a tiger never changes his stripes. And I'm like, I'm not a tiger. I don't have stripes. It's okay, but yeah. So let's get to the chat now while we're in the break. I think the first thing I saw was Pam, right? So what's up, Keith? Let me change this to make this bigger. Let's see. I want it to be as big as there we go. And I know it was Pam's birthday the other day, so I said happy belated, Pam. She said thank you. I appreciate that. My guy Ray Condi. 28 because the Yankees are chasing for 28. We will talk about the Yankees and the hot stove, the cold stove, the what and the actual F stove. We'll get to that in a minute. Then I said, yo, my son just went to sleep after tweaking for 30 minutes. Like, bro, give me a beat. Chris Gomez, what up, KM? What up, KM? You're nothing, bro. Chilling. Crazy weeks. Not even like Not even 2 weeks. It's been like 10 days. Madness for me. Madness in this game. Oh, Brandon Aubrey Graham with a little bit of a forearm to knock down Kennedy, the backup wide receiver that got in the game last week because Amon-Ra St. Brown went down. How about Amon-Ra St. Brown playing after tweaking his ankle on Thanksgiving? That's been a week. He must have had the best ice, the best stem, the best treatment to be able to play wide receiver in the NFL a week later. Ray says it's not showing you on YouTube. It's just showing your logo. Yeah, that was on purpose. That was like I was just stalling because I was like, yo, this guy's tweaking. So I just had my McPherson brand logo. And it's funny. I read like a lot of dumb stuff that people say. McPherson brand is not a media company. McPherson brand is my personal brand. Anyway, we'll get to that. I do want to hit the rest of the chat. Why is it so dark? That's what she said. Let's see. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Tight end in motion. Play action. Pocket closes on Goff. He spikes the ball. Is that a fumble? I think it was a forward pass, but they might have ruled it a fumble on the field. Where's my headphones so I can hear the audio? Oh, they're calling that a fumble. They're calling that okay. That's what I said. It looked like a forward pass, incomplete. While we have a little break in the action here. What was I gonna say? I'm always playing with my hair. I need to stop. But now I just use my headphones to keep my hair back. And I can go. Got the Captain Morgan official Pirate football merch. Shout out to Alex Day. Sending over the care package. Let's see. Because you guys said some good stuff in the chat we got to hit on, obviously. And I got time. I got time today. Today I got time. I'm going to keep it G real. Amon-Ra falls down. Deron Bland, you got to pick that. You got to intercept that. That's what you do. You supposed to be the interception man. They give you one like that. You got to pick it. Okay, 4th and 8. So let's get to the chat. How about talking about the Yankees now? How are they going to be a better team after they lose Bellinger and sign nobody of any value? Get the feeling you don't want to criticize Hal at all. Whom? We're talking about me? For your first part of that, how about talking about the Yankees now? Yeah, we can talk about the Yankees all day, every day. You see this? See this backdrop? You see this? You see this? We can talk about the Yankees every day. I'm trying to figure. I'm about to get this other camera set up because there's like a glitch right now. Anyway, I'll say this is the MacBook camera. I feel like I see it glitching as this monitor is glitching. First time using this Black Friday monitor. It's cool though. I've got the game plan and that. So I think it's just a lot for the system to process. It might even be a lot for this dongle. Yeah. Anyway. First down, Dallas. From the 4. Minimal gain. Let me see. I'm about to look on my YouTube from the phone and see what this looks like. It doesn't look glitchy on the phone at all. So the glitch that I'm seeing is just on my monitor. Let's see if the Cowboys can do anything here. Third down. Yeah, so how about talking about the Yankees? There's nothing to talk about. They haven't done anything yet. The only thing to talk about is Trent Grisham, bro. Like until they do something else, I don't know. I don't know what y'all want to speak on. Like you can speak about inactivity. You can speak about, oh, like you said, how are they going to be a better team after they lose Cody Bellinger? They haven't lost Cody Bellinger yet. What team does Cody Bellinger play for? Big sack. Is that a safety? It's a safety. It is a safety, folks. That's going to be a 5 spot. I did not bet on this game. I'm popped. I'm not betting anymore. I'm good. But like what I could say about that is like that's a weird number to throw in there. Let's see. Display. Displays. Let's see. Arrange. Okay. So this is what we were talking about before. They didn't lose Bellinger, and if they sign nobody of value, I'll tell you this right now: there's a 0% chance that they don't sign anyone. That's bad for business. That's bad for their own business model. That's not what they do. They don't go any offseason without signing somebody. They can't go without improving the team at all. They can't go through an offseason without adding anyone. It's just not going to happen. Don't worry. It is December 4th. The winter meetings haven't even happened yet. Get the feeling you don't want to criticize Hal at all. I get the feeling you got the wrong guy. I get the feeling you got the wrong guy. I don't have any problem criticizing Hal. What do you want to criticize Hal about? The budget? The payroll? There's nothing to criticize yet. We don't know how much he's going to spend or not spend yet. He spends every year. That's what I think people got twisted. Like people want to call Hal cheap because he doesn't have the highest payroll. People want to call Hal cheap because he has put an actual number on it. People want to call Hal cheap because he talked about his expenses, right? He had the audacity to let y'all in on what some of the stuff cost. I don't care about that though. Like I think maybe he could have kept some of that to himself, but at the end of the day, it's not the end of the day. And we got to wait until spring training to see who they have. And even in spring training, you got to wait to see who's on the team. You don't know yet. So like I'm not one to rush to conclusions. I'm not jumping to any conclusions yet. I'm good, bro. Let's see here. Chaz, what up, Chaz? Yo, Keith, you saw they moved Evan and Tiki? What you mean? They moved Evan and Tiki to South Florida? It's nice this time of year. Big punt. Big punt. Yeah, I'm trying to see something too. I'm like, maybe if I make the Yo, talk to him, Tooney. Say something, Tooney. Oh. I'm like, maybe if I make this screen, because I think it's just like this Amazon Prime streaming is taking a lot of like power right now from this monitor. And I also think like it might just be, I don't know. Anyway, I will sort that out. Let's see. We got 348 people in the live. I'm gonna assume if I go to Twitter right now, most of the people from the live are Twitter people. And I love that because there's a lot of like nerds and losers on Twitter that anonymously lurk and watch. Hi, it me. And like people read way too much into Twitter. Like somebody texts me like, "Yo, you good, bro?" Yes. Like, don't read into like what I post on Twitter and the internet. I promise you, I am a troll. So you never know what I'm posting for real and what I'm not posting. Shout out to my boy Jeff Brady who hit me. Jeff Brady said, please open up your next segment with T Grizzly first day out. I got it. Actually, yo, I'm putting a little playlist together too. I love, like Jeff Brady played football with me at Monmouth and we DJ'd together. So like, I love the perspective of people who saw me in 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13 and are still rocking with me now. And like they get a kick out of this stuff. Like my friends get a kick out of the internet chatter, the comments about me, stuff like that. Like I'm glad that y'all are entertained. I really am. I'm glad that it's funny to y'all. Because it's like when you know somebody in real life and you see all these people saying things about them, and then you check with that person and they tell you something, and then they go read all of the conspiracy theories and stuff that's online. It's funny. It's like I actually know, bro. Like, bro told me the deal, but y'all go on thinking whatever you want to think. 1 second, I'm texting back. And I got some beats for show I got to do, and I got to put together a rap for tomorrow. I got no dice, bro. I got nothing right now. But that's temporary. What I'll say is like, I got nothing right now, but I always end up having something. And we're back to live football action. Let me update the banner now too, because it should say, wait, they didn't give him that safety? They didn't give him that safety. I thought it was about to be 5-3. I missed it there. So it's still 3-3. Let's put that banner up. And let's cut the audio up a little bit. What do you guys think about Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit? I think Al Michaels needs to retire, and maybe they put somebody else with Kirk Herbstreit, or they just get a whole other different crew. I think the halftime show, pre-show people are more entertaining than those two calling the games. First down. All right, let's pick it up in the chat. Now we're over 400 in the chat. And man, I cannot wait to go to work on this new monitor that I have. And I'm a tech guy. I'm an audio guy. I'm a light guy. This is what I do. I don't just do radio. That's another thing where some of y'all got me effed up. I'm like, you guys think I just talk? You think I'm just sports talk radio? I'm blessed that I got the opportunity to do that. But like, I have a resume that says I've done plenty other things, bros. Now let's get green going in here. Let's turn it green. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. I'm in the holiday spirit too, for real. I'm seeing green. Yeah. 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 Okay, let's see. So JK E Bar said, Keith, you saw they moved Evan and Tiki? Of course I saw. How could I not see? How? Now, did I know that they were going to move Evan and Tiki when I made my announcement? I did not. But it doesn't matter what I say. Again, it doesn't matter. Like, I've learned over the years, and definitely this year more than ever, people like to choose their own adventure. And people don't like the truth. If their own narrative and their own thoughts are already formulated, they're sticking with that. So stick with that. I'm good. Stick with that. Yeah. When are they moving to? They're moving to the midday slot, 10 to 2, and we'll see what happens with BT and Sal. Shout out to BT and Sal. I got nothing but good things to say about both of them. If you've ever heard me talk, I told you my mornings start at 10 a.m. I'm in Ross St. Brown. Bro, don't score. Oh, my God. I didn't think he was going to play. I benched him in fantasy. Wholeheartedly, I didn't want him to play. I'd rather see Dallas win. If he ends up having like 20, 30 points tonight, I'm going to be sick about it, bro. I'm going to be mad as hell. Like, how is this dude playing after he got pulled the first series on Thursday and he missed the game? How is he playing on a bum ankle? That's what Kirk Herbstreit said. He's supposed to have an ankle. He looks great. What the hell? They shot him up. They shot him up. I took the cortisone shot in high school. Now I did play Jameis. Yeah, Tutty. Yeah. Oh. Let's turn it back to blue. Let's turn it back to blue light in here, boy. Let's get the blue lights back on here, boy. I did play Jamison Williams, and J-Mo gets the tud, so that helps my cause. That helps my cause. And then I got some other lights in here so that I'm not so smurfed out. Let me see. Oh, yeah. So you can see me a little bit. Oh, he didn't score? Jahmyr Gibbs scores. Jahmyr Gibbs scores. Not. I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Bro, what the Bro, like, I was sure that Jamison Williams scored. I was just celebrating changing the lights. I mean, turn the lights down. I was just celebrating changing the lights. I was just all pumped up, thinking Jamison Williams scored. He didn't score. What a ripoff. He was out at the 1. All right, commercial time. And we're going to fly through the chat. And I'm going to turn this sound off. That just killed my entire vibe. Okay, so let's get to what everybody's saying. But I was saying, shout out to BT and Sal. BT has been nothing but nice to me. BT has reached out to me. BT has kept me kind of in his texts. We've run into each other at Yankee Stadium. His son, he's kept me kind of in the loop, seeing his son's progress playing sports, which I love because I have a young son. And, same thing with Sal. Sal and I came in not at the same time, but if you recall, when I was named the nighttime host, Sal was named the overnight host. And, I feel for those guys, but I'm not worried about those guys. They're both pros, and they're going to land on their feet and they'll be perfectly fine. Maybe not perfectly fine, because I think in the perfect world, they'd still like to have their WFAN show in the midday 10 to 2, but I don't know. It is what it is. Again, I was not privy to that information. I don't make those decisions. That's way above my pay grade. I tried to tell every single human being that I talk to that I go into the office like, okay, if I was working tonight, I would be going in at like 10:30. The tunnel closes at 11. My show would probably start at 12. I'd probably be there like 10:30, 10:45 before the tunnel traffic starts. And I would just chill and watch the end of the game and put my show notes together and check in with my producer, send any audio that I had, kind of go over a run of show and then do my show. Nobody is in there having meetings and conversations about the lineup. And if they were, like, that's why I'm laughing at people. I'm like, bro, you guys think, and I'm flattered. I'm honestly flattered. I'm like, you guys think that I'm somebody at WFAN that they say, hey, Keith, can you come in? We got a secret to tell you. We got to run something by you. They don't have to run anything by me. Like, they do not have to keep me in the loop on business matters like that. So, I tried to clear it up, and I'll continue to clear it up because I just tell you guys the truth. Where do you think Cody is going to end up? Probably overnights. I think Big Mac is going to move to the afternoon drive, and that's another thing. If anybody doesn't understand, one, I've said over and over again, I like listening. Like my day starts with BT and Sal. My day ends with Chris McMonagle. Think about it. I go to sleep at night when I leave WFAN. I am driving through the tunnel, listening to Chris open his show. And when I get home, I pause the free Odyssey app, and I have earbuds in my car. I put my earbuds in, and I continue listening to Chris's open. Usually Chris's open is 20, 25 minutes, whatever. And it takes me about 15, 20 minutes to drive home when I'm speeding and the Holland Tunnel is open now. I listen to Chris's show. I come in, I brush my teeth, wash my face, put my pajamas on. And then as I'm trying to decompress, I am listening to the second part of Chris's show where maybe there's callers, maybe Fleegs is chiming in. I have said that I think Chris McMonagle is the most classically trained WFAN host as far as like he's a throwback to Mike Francesa. He's a throwback to, how WFAN used to sound. I'm not. I am my own sound. I've always been on my own wave. I'm not trying to sound like Mad Dog. I'm not trying to sound like anybody else. But I feel like Chris, who is a pro's pro, Chris, who has been in the building for almost 20 years, I believe. Maybe 2026 makes it 20 years. Chris, who is also, I think, 3 or 4 years older than me. Like, Chris is the man, bro. Chris has grinded and worked and stayed in the building, and I am extremely happy for him to get the opportunity that is literally his dream to do afternoon drive like Mike Francesa once did, and to reunite with Craig Carton, who he worked on Carton and Roberts with. And, there's stuff off the record and things like, I don't know how many times I said to Chris, man, I miss his Yankee takes on afternoon drive with Craig because I felt like, and you guys got to think back to like 2022, 2021, like when there was actually something going on with the Yankees, Chris was allowed to speak as the producer, and I'd be rooting for them. Like, yo, go to C-Mac. I want to hear what C-Mac's opinion is on, this news story or this thing with the Yankees. So to dispel any rumors of like, oh, Keith quit. I can't even put it into words because it's so stupid. Keith quit because he was mad that C-Mac got let me take my glasses off so you can like see my eyes and understand that like I only tell the truth. For anybody that's dumb enough to think that I would quit my job out of spite and envy, I'm not that kind of person. You obviously haven't listened to my show. You don't know anything about me. I am happy for people. I'm somebody that I want people to root for and be happy for me. I don't move off of spite and negativity. And it hasn't been confirmed yet, but it was leaked that like Craig is going to be paired with Chris McMonagle, C-Mac. And like everybody always asks about like, oh, what do you think about these other guys at the station? I'm like, I don't see them. You know who I see every night? I see Chris. You know who listens to my show every night? Chris. You know who, and vice versa, I listen to. And even with the live streams that we were doing, I would always end my show like, make sure you guys watch Chris's show. I would always say like, stay tuned for C-Mac. C-Mac's coming next. You're gonna hear his take. Like, I'll be listening. Like, you can't fake that. I think it's hilarious that people have tried to spin this as like Keith wanted the afternoon drive slot. It was never mine to get. I never even thought about that. Like, Craig coming back was inevitable. I think we all knew that months ago when his Fox show ended. But the timing of it, I had no idea. How they were going to do it, I had no idea. Who they were going to, I had no idea, bro. That's what I was saying. You guys crack me up if you think that the powers that be at WFAN are like, hey, Keith, we need you to come sit at the round table. I'm not privy to those conversations. I don't have a seat at that table. Let me see. Let me catch up now because I just gave you guys what you all were looking for. But let me go back to the chat like 20 minutes ago. While we're in this commercial here, are you rooting for the Cowboys? I am. Because if they lose tonight, they're probably not making the playoffs. I'm rooting for Dak, man. Dak doesn't have forever to play. I'm rooting for Dak. You think the Cowboys win out? They could. It starts tonight. If they lose tonight, they don't win out. The stove is really cold. You can put your hand on the stove. It's not gonna burn you. What, you need some camera time, bro? I already gave you your camera time. If you're gonna come through, spit some. Say something. Say something on the mic. Yo. Tune. Young Tunchi. That's my Toony. Yeah. Tunchi. When I was a kid, I learned to stop lying. When you're a kid, you lie when you're afraid. You lie when you're in trouble. You make things up when you're like afraid to live in your truth and be yourself. I'm a grown ass man, dog. I'm not lying. I'm not making anything up. I'll tell you the truth because I'd rather get to the point. I'd rather get right to it. I'm a straight shooter. If you lie and make stuff up, then like eventually the truth comes out. Eventually you like, you make a fool out of yourself. Let's see. Keith, you should do some work with Alex Day. He's also a New York sports content creator and he puts out a lot of good stuff. I think did you say that when I shouted out Alex for sending me this shirt? If you go check out Alex's page, he did a commercial with Captain Morgan. I have had Alex on my WFAN show twice. Day is my boy. Like, he inspires me. He used to be Overtime Day. And let's go, CD. Let's go, CD. Good move, CD. First down. First down. First down. First down. You can't do that in the league anymore. You can't wipe his nose. You can't do that anymore. The league is so corny and soft. So corny and soft. Like, Pop Warner goes harder. But yeah, Alex Day is my man. Like, I saw him outside of Yankee Stadium, I think maybe 2018 or 2019. And he was doing this trivia game. And he stopped me and I played the trivia game. And like, if you answer a question right, you get $5. You answer a question right, you get $10. You answer another question right, you get $20. Then you have the last question to double that 20 and get $40. And I forget what the question he asked me was, but the answer was Tom Glavine. And I knew it and I didn't get it and I ended up losing the game. But right then and there was where I saw him. I started looking him up, following him to see if that video would come out. I wasn't on WFAN yet. I did not have that many followers yet. I was just going to the game, minding my business, but I saw him out there hustling, making content, doing his thing. Fast forward, we ended up connecting and working on some stuff. We did that show together in Brooklyn. I went to that Thursday night football game with Bonobos on behalf of Alex. I was Alex's guest. I rock with Alex Day, so stay tuned. Day has his own brand, his own YouTube channel, a ton of followers, and he's connected to a lot of good people, and he's connected me to some people as well. So I appreciate Alex Day. Go look up Alex Day on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. He just started a show called The Daily Show. Let me see if I can pull that up because I'll promote him because I know he does the same for me. I will promote him because he's already looked out. Like I've made money with him. I've done live shows with him. I've gone to game for free with him. I've already done stuff with him off the strength. Like, real recognized, real out here. And what I could tell you, bro, is like there's too many people fake. When you find somebody out here that is like you and they're doing some real stuff, you rock with that person and you continue to build with that person and you stay away from people that are fake and that are corny and that don't have your best interests. Okay, so let me pull this up. Promoting the boy Alex Day. Is this up? Dak. 1st and 10. Throws the ball to the tight end. Who's that? Brevin Span Ford. So this is a screenshot I just took of the Daily Show. You guys know Katie Feeney. She's the girl that like got popping at Penn State. She did her Snapchat. She did her freaking. She did enough to get popping. And she's in New York, and clearly Day knows her. So he had her on his show, The Daily Show. Play on words, The Daily Show. That's on his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel is just search Alex Day on YouTube. Alex Day 7, 13.7 subscribers. I think I got like 2.6 subscribers on here, but I'm just starting on here. I'm just getting started, folks. And I don't care. I don't care about numbers. I tell you young guys all the time, don't trip about the numbers, bro. Don't sweat the numbers. Just post and appear and be yourself and put it out there. And if you're dope, people are going to find you. I knew it wasn't going to take long for me back in the day. I knew it wasn't going to take long for me, and it ain't going to take long for me now. Let's continue. So I think I was around like 8:30. The shift too, that was at 8:41. Keith, love your work, bro. I am a product of the work. I am only going to work. I got some work to show y'all, bro. Like, I was doing some stuff today. I'm like, sometimes I don't want to let the cat out of the bag type, but like, there ain't no cats to let out of no bags. The cat is out of the bag. I'm like, the cat is out of the bag. Oh, I thought that was about to be a tutty. Get George Pickens the ball. I thought that was about to be a tud. A tud. All right, I'll show y'all a couple things. Because this is supposed to be us catching up, right? I know some people are like, man, I miss you on the radio at night. And I'm like, I miss y'all too, bro. Like, one thing I'll say about it, man, like 2 years ago, I had a video where I was talking about, like, I do this for the night shift workers. I do this for the drivers. I do this for the little kids that stay up to listen to my show and call in at night. Like, I do this for the person that's by themselves and I'm their companion. And like, I can't tell you, bro, I can't tell you about some of the emails and messages that I received in the last 10 days or so. Some stuff that literally had me emotional where I almost could cry, because you don't know what you mean to people that are by themselves listening to the radio at night. There's no way for you to know. Not everybody calls. I mean, like, I have a lot of the same callers, Josh in the Bronx, Moose in Jamaica, Josh, young Josh, Ross in Bergen County. I'm forgetting people. Harvey in Dix Hills when he's awake. Dom in East Rochester. You know, I have a lot of the same callers that call and they become like characters on the show. But there are people that they listen to the show. They don't be on social media. They don't tweet. They don't say anything on Instagram. And, you know, they're fans too. And like, not even just fans, they're fam. Like, I remember I used to say WFAM, WFAM. Like, I don't look at y'all as my fans. I look at y'all as fam because you support me. I look at y'all as fam because you rock with me. I got family that I don't talk to that don't rock with me. Is that, oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Barely. That was almost doink. And I was about to say, what? So Lions 10, Cowboys 6. We got a game here, folks. But yeah, appreciate you saying you love the work. Let me show you something that I was working on today, and we'll get through the chat now. Another commercial here. We'll get through the chat a little faster. Let me go to. I just airdropped something, bro. I was at a studio today. It's like a movie studio. That's all I could give y'all. That's all I could give y'all right now. That's a little sneak peek, bro. I thought Charles Xavier was about to come out. I thought it was about to be I thought we were about to do some X-Men stuff, boy. I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, this is cool. I was like, wow. New York is a crazy place. There is so many. There's just so many things in New York. If you just get an address and you get on a train and you go meet up with some people and they're like, yep, go look at this, go do this, blah, 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 blah. Like, hey, let's show you this, Keith. Hey, blah, blah, blah. Come over here, meet this guy. This guy wants it. I'm like, word. So I'm blessed. What I'll say is I gotta pull this up now. Uh, as soon as I go to Twitter to get a different different pick, this came up on Twitter and it's hilarious. Hey, yo, shout out to Spike, bro. Hey, shout out to Spike. Uh, I could picture Spike typing that. Like Spike is so done with hearing that. Like, um, Spike Eskin ruined WFAN. You know how many times he heard that when people were saying that about me? Like, oh, you hired Keith McPherson, you ruined WFAN. Like, okay, buddy. All right. Everybody settle down. Everybody relax. It'll be okay. But that wasn't what I was. That's funny. That wasn't what I was looking for. But yeah, nobody ruined WFAN, bro. And like, it's funny how like people like are so guarded against like WFAN. I have learned so much about it. Because I just looked at it as sports talk radio. Dudes talking sports. Dudes hosting shows and people calling in. And I think that shit is hilarious. I'm leaving it there too, because now I'm on Twitter. I'm looking for the picture that I posted before. And I'm like, yo, Spike, I'm like, the timing of that and the algorithm would pop that up, for me. So, yeah, here's something else too. Like people, the thing about me, bro, like, what do y'all think I'm doing all day? Watching cartoons, watching pornography. What do y'all think I'm doing all day? I don't own an Xbox. I don't own a PlayStation. What do you think I'm doing all day? I'm working, bro. I'm working, bro. All I know how to do is work. Like, I don't come from anything. And I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. Like, somebody that has been broke, somebody that has come from nothing, you can't stop those type of people from working, because all we know is to work, to survive, to live. We don't ever get comfortable. We don't ever chill. So, going back to the comment, which I appreciate, and like, I don't know how many times I got to tell these folks, I'm not done. As long as there's breath in my lungs, as long as I got left foot, right foot to walk and go do what I got to do, bro. Keith, love your work. You're going to get more work from me. There's more work to be done. You're going to get more work from me. You're going to see me do some different things. I just did 4 years of nighttime radio. I told you, like, I had to make a decision that was best for my family. Something had to give. And like, do I have to do that whole speech again? But people don't believe it. Love the pirate t-shirt. It's a free shirt. It's a free shirt. And I used to bang on Captain Morgan, bro. Used to bang on a Captain and Coke. You know when you first get in the bar and you don't know what to order, so you order a rum and Coke? What kind of rum you want? Captain Morgan. I used to just bang on rum and Cokes. So it brought me back. And it's the captain with the set hut with the football cocked back. Do I have a football in here? I don't think I even got a football in here. I know I got some basketballs in here, a baseball bat. Oh, I do have a football. Hey, hey. Know what to do with that thing. Know what to do with that thing. How you guys hold the football? Let me see how you guys in the chat hold the football. Let me see your grip. You know that? Right here? Make that C, right? Depends on where you put the C. Some people move the C high. Some people need the lace. I always have to like have like with the lace. I used to have my ring finger in that first lace, and then the C here, and then my finger like almost on the top of the ball to like push the ball back. Push the ball back. This. It's a Monmouth University football. I lost my JMU football. How about the JMU Dukes? Are you guys paying attention to college football? Are you paying attention to James Madison University? Anybody in the chat paying attention? No? All right. Well, we'll check back in on that in a minute. Still 6-10. Lions. Low scoring game. I'm glad I didn't bet it. About 8 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Oh, that looked like an offsides. Let me put my headphones on and hear the audio. That looked like an offsides, bro. Oh, and they go to commercial. But yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. I done told people 100 times. I'm gonna keep telling people, but then I'm gonna just pop out and do different things. And like, I still want to host shows on WFAN. I still want to do stuff, right? Like, gonna miss you on the fan. You don't have to miss me. I can still do shows. I can do part-time shows like Joe Beningo. I can do part-time shows like Al Cintron. I can do part-time shows like Danielle McCartan. I can do part-time shows like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I won't be the first person to like be on the station consistently. That just isn't a full-time, like, I could not do it anymore. I did it for 4 years, and I did it for 2.5 years plus with a baby. And you know what? I'm tired of doing it. And now I know, you don't know what you don't know until you have a kid. But like, yo, there's no point in talking to people that don't have kids about kids. There's no point. That's stupid. That's a fool's errand. There's no point in trying to explain parenthood or how babies act or how, like, there's no point in talking to young people and even adults that don't have kids because you can't relate. You don't have any clue. You don't have any idea. You don't have any reference. I don't care if you have a niece. I don't care if you have a cousin. Like, until you have your own child that looks like you, until you have your own child that is your heart outside of your body, that you physically like you care about, there's no point in talking to people about like what that's like. Kirk is great compared to pretty much everyone else calling NFL games, but I always looked at Kurt Herbstreit as a college guy. I wouldn't say like he's good. I don't look at him as great though, you know? Thank you for making me laugh the other day with what you said to me. See, I don't know what I said, but hey, sometimes I could be funny. So sometimes I make you laugh. Sometimes I crack a joke here and there because life is supposed to be fun. Life is supposed to be. It made me smile. Thank you for being honest when it comes to sports. Ray, you the man, bro. Appreciate you, bro. The only problem I have is Carton keeps using WFAN and it's kind of gross. Let me speak about Craig, bro. Let me speak about Craig. I disagree wholeheartedly. I got love for Craig, bro. Like, oh, CD. First down. Like, Craig never did anything to me. Craig always looked out for me from the first time Craig called me when I was in Puerto Rico. I ain't got no problem with Uncle Craig. Craig has given me advice. Craig has shown me love. Craig never feared me. Craig never looked at me as a threat. You know, I always tell the story about sitting in my car, listening to Carton and Roberts, and the James Harden news about a James Harden trade with Philly and Ben Simmons started to percolate online. And I'm listening to Craig talk to Evan about it. And Craig basically like called on me and summoned me, like, is Keith in the building yet? Something along those lines. And I wasn't in the building yet. I was downstairs in my car. It was cold. My car was running. And Craig called me in to be on his show, Afternoon Drive, and talk about Ben Simmons. And I couldn't have been more correct and spot on. I said, no, you do not accept a Ben Simmons trade. He is a baby. If he couldn't make it in Philly, he can't make it here. It's not going to work. I don't care what you do. If James Harden is just inactive and you make him sit on the bench in his designer clothes, I don't care. You do not take Ben Simmons. Craig didn't have to put me on there, you know. We played in the softball game. I brought the same football there. I was throwing the football to his son Lucky, who was a great high school football player and has gone on to play college football like I did. And all I tried to do was show him love and, you know, give him some confidence. And He don't need me to do that. He's got his pops and Sonny, his other son, Sonny, a great dude. Like I look at Sonny as a friend. He works at Major League Baseball. Last time I was over at Major League Baseball, guess who they sent down to get me at the door? Sonny Carton. Like they knew, like, yo, Keith's here, and they surprised me with that because like they knew that would like light up my day. They knew I would be like, yo, what's up, bro? They knew we had a rapport already. We had met, and Sonny is rock with me on Twitter, and I go to the new MLB offices. The MLB offices used to be at I think 245 Park Avenue. I got it somewhere because I save all my I save all my stuff. Let me see if I can find it. It might be on my other scrap board, but like just so when my son gets older, I can tell him like, bro, I wasn't just a radio host, bro. I did a lot of things. Um, like I keep things like this, right? That like visitor Keith McPherson here to visit Mackenzie Fox National Football League. Look at the date. August 14th, 2018, 6 p.m. NFL offices. And if you look at my shirt and tie is wet because it rained that day. I was dipping. I was running through the city. If you also look at my head, I ain't had no hair on the head. Young boy in the city hustling. Young boy out here in New York City trying to make it happen, trying to make a way. Look at the headphones around the neck. Look at them wired Bluetooth headphones. Just, hey, I'd like to meet the commissioner. I didn't meet the commissioner, but I interviewed at the NFL. I wish I could find my MLB. Let me see if I can find my MLB one. To really tie the story about Craig and Craig's son together. I'm giving you guys the game. I'm honest. I'll tell you guys the freaking truth. I can't find it, yo. I gotta go through my I have three different like scrapbook type of collages that I've made that are up here as decoration. And I can't find it, but I found another good one. Another stream, I'll find it with the old MLB offices. I'll show you this one that I just found to tie the story in about Craig and Sonny and how I feel about Craig and his family and just to knock down this and like your opinion of Craig is your opinion of Craig as a listener as so like I have been around Craig. I have Craig's phone number. I have nothing bad to say about how Craig Carton has ever treated me and like I disagree with like he keeps using WFAN. If anybody, like, he helped build WFAN. What are you talking about? He keeps using WFAN. He belongs on WFAN, bro. Like, um, and like, I don't want to hear about the past. I don't want to hear about what he did. I don't want to hear about, oh, he should be in prison. I don't want to hear about, oh, only place he should be returning to is jail. You ain't never been locked up. You ain't never even been cuffed. You ain't never been on trial. You never dealt with none of that, right? You couldn't do a day in what he had to do, and he served his time. And then he came out and he kept serving, right? He did hello, my name is Craig. He did tours. He went and talked to people. He made it his mission to try to help people with gambling addiction. And y'all don't ever want to credit him for that. Y'all don't ever want to say anything about that. Like he didn't have to do that. And like you could say maybe some of it was court ordered, but he went above and beyond. So I don't know, bro. Like like people hate on Craig and people hate on me. And you know what? That's why when I see people hate on Craig, I'm like, they only hate when you're great. But yeah, 245 Park Avenue is the old MLB offices. That's where I went when I was in the MLB fan cave. I always remember that, and I'm like, I wish I had that freaking. Where is it, man? See, because God with me as the chat is growing, and I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the story, and as the Lions score and the Cowboys not looking good. Let me get some light here. What'd that say? 245 Park Avenue, visitor. Keith McPherson visiting Major League Baseball. December, or February, it's December right now. February 15th, 2019. Okay. So now back to what we were talking about. The new Major League Baseball offices are not there. I forget where the new baseball office. I think they're off Avenue Americas. I think they're by the Major League Baseball store. I think it's something like 217 Avenue of the Americas. I've been in there too. And like I was telling you, the last time I went there, Sonny Carton greeted me at the door, and I was so pumped to be able to like they had Sonny bring me around, give me a tour. Sonny paid for my lunch in there, and like I got to catch up with Craig Carton's son, Sonny. I've gone to Craig for advice. When Craig was at Fox, I went there to visit him, and he had me. I brought Craig like his mail that was coming to WFAN. I went to Fox and brought him his mail and caught up with him. When this news came out that I was leaving, Craig texted me. But did Craig tell me he was coming back and when he was coming back and that the news was going to drop? No. Because that's above my pay grade, bros. I'm the youngest host on the station. Like, I'm also the least tenured. I think y'all got the game messed up if you think that like I have insider info. I don't. And like my decision was made after baseball season, and I could keep telling y'all the truth. But basically, to go back to that, the only problem I have is Carton keeps using WFAN. Craig Carton helped build WFAN, the morning show. And then ain't no such publicity is bad publicity. Not for nothing. Like, that was a huge scandal. He came back from it, and the station got a pop, and he's coming back again, and the station's going to get another pop, and I'm excited to see what it sounds like. I'm excited to see what it does. I don't know. Like, there's part of me that's like, we've seen this episode before, but maybe we haven't. I'd like to be a part of it being different. I'd like to be a part of, making it pop and look different, because people are going to expect the same old same now. You got to be innovative. You got to evolve or dissolve. So I got nothing but love for Craig Carton. I hope his show is successful coming back to Afternoon Drive. He is a radio savant. He is a master at that craft. I learned a lot listening to him. And you know what's funny, man? One of the first things Craig said to me, and I was so young and green and cavalier, he's like, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to say some things that we shouldn't say on air. There's going to be bumps along the way, but we'll get through it. And I'm like, I'm not going to say anything I'm going to regret on air. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to make any mistakes. I have made a ton of mistakes. I have said things on air that I shouldn't have said. I have done things off air that I regret while I'm like, and I was like, damn, if anybody knew, Craig knew. What you should do, let's see, Craig Carton, HBO documentary. What you should do, if you don't really know about Craig Carton, like, if you like, and you don't have to do this, but Craig Carton has a documentary that came out on HBO Max. I'm about to pull it up for you. And I watched this before I met him, I believe. And it just gave me a different scope for the guy's story. I hope that they make a documentary about me one day. I hope that I'm great enough to have, a documentary about me. Let me see. It won't let me with that format. Well, I gotta screenshot this shit. Come on, bro. Sorry for cussing. I can cuss on here. You can't cuss on the radio. Dump button. Let me hit the dump button. I'm putting this out there because I know there's people watching here. Oh, this guy's probably mad that Craig didn't put him on his show. You're crazy. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that till y'all thought about that. I've never done a show with Craig. Why would I be the co-host with Craig? Why, like, Big Mac was literally the producer of Carton and Roberts. He's known Craig for years. He's been like, I'm like, some of y'all trip me out. Wild card, the downfall of a radio loudmouth If you have time and you have HBO Max, go watch Craig Carton on that show. Go watch that documentary rather. I think you'll learn something, and I think you will maybe have a different opinion, or maybe you have the same opinion of Craig. And I'm not like I don't care about your opinion on Craig. They better go score before the half. 17-6 here. Cowboys trailing the Lions. Let me put the score bug back up. Lions 17, Cowboys 6. If they want to make this a game, they have to score before the half. They say good teams score before the half. This is a playoff game. If the Dallas Cowboys can at least get a field goal here, if they can get a touchdown here, then we're really in business. And when I say we're, I'm not saying we're like how about them Cowboys? Like I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm saying we're in business as like NFL fans watching Thursday night football between two, competitive teams that are fighting for their lives. 888-808-1019 if you'd like to call and talk to me. Just kidding. But I am working on the Google Voice line where you'll be able to call and leave voicemails. There's it's tough. There are people that are like, bro, I miss talking to you on air. I miss being able to call and talk to you. And I'm like, we can figure that out. We can figure that out, bro. We can figure that out. Let somebody else eat, bro. Somebody else is gonna. That ball is up there for Pickens. Oh, give me the PI. Give me the PI. Give me the pass interference. You got it. You got it. You got it. Let's roll through the chat faster, but that was a good little segment right there. Somebody clip this up. Somebody clip this up and post this on Twitter. But this is what I'm here for, to clear anything up, bro. So how can they just bump people around like that? Like there's no loyalty? Loyalty to what? To whom? I don't loyalty to who? Who are we supposed to be loyal to? It's business. Change is constant. It's WFAN. The station has changed 4 times since I've been there. Bro, when I came in, the first day of my show, I joined Moose and Maggie in the midday. Tiki and Tierney came over and became the new show. When Craig left, Sal moved to the midday with BT. Tiki moved to the afternoon with Evan. And C-Mac became the overnight host. And then I just announced that I was stepping down to get my mind right, to get my health right, to get my sleep right, which I haven't been telling everybody. One, I'm extremely blessed, and like my holiday was amazing, and I love my son and I love my wife, and I'm just so happy that I'm in a place financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally where I could put them first. Because as men and as people in general, we all have dreams and we all have these conquests where we put ourselves first. We're selfish. And when you make it in New York City, I went to school for radio and television, and 10 years later, I was on WFAN and MLB Network. I literally cried multiple nights like I did it. I'm living the dream. You can get so blinded by that you put that in front of everything. I got so wrapped up in like, I got to be your KM to AM. I got to crush my show. I got to go to the stadium. I got to go to this event. I got to go to that event. I got to go to this appearance. I got to do that event. I got to watch this game. I got to study. I got to read this article. I got to put these notes together. And I thought what I was doing was doing all of that to give my wife and my son a better life. They don't care about that. They care about the FaceTime. They care about me. They care about me physically being here. And I've been able to do that. And like, I can't tell you the relief. I can't tell you the fullness of my heart. And I know a lot of y'all don't care, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Like it is priceless. It is priceless. I can't tell you like the epiphany that I had. And when I just realized like, yo, it's time. It's time. So you talk about loyalty. How can they bump around? There's no loyalty. There's been bumping around. And I decided to step down, not knowing that Craig was coming back, when he was coming back, not knowing when the announcement was coming. I did that on my own, bros. Nobody told me to do that. Nobody forced me out. I didn't catch any wind. Like, that's why people are tripping me out. Like, did you get wind? What wind? From the Hudson River? Like, did you see the writing on the wall? What writing on the wall? 62? What are you saying? Like, I'm like, I'm not like that, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm like, y'all got me twisted, bro. I guess you think I'm like smarter than I am. But if you want to give me the credit, give me the credit. So there ain't no loyalty to anybody. It's loyalty to the business. It's loyalty to the almighty dollar. Craig Carton is going to drive business. It is, at the end of the day, it's a business. They got to make money. They got to sell ads. They got to get people to listen. And nobody is bigger than that. Nobody's bigger than that. So there's no loyalty to, like, how can they bump people around? Keep to Barstool. That's another thing. I told y'all I'm still under contract. Can't sign a contract with Barstool. And no, like, I'm not saying that I wouldn't in the future, but like, I'm not on that, bro. I'm not on that. And that's another thing. People were like, if the afternoon drive position was offered to you, would you have stayed? I don't know. It wasn't offered to me. The timeline of it, I made my decision. I went on vacation. I came back. I did 2 weeks. I announced my shit, bro. Like that is like some type of Doctor Strange. You know how Doctor Strange could see all the different, like, and I don't care. That wasn't where my heart was. It wasn't about that. It was about, I can't do the nighttime time slot anymore because of my health. That ball's up, but that's way out of bounds because of my family situation. So yeah, but like, would I have taken afternoon drive? Absolutely. But I don't know if you guys listen to me on the radio. How many times have you heard people call the radio and be like, "Yo, you're the best on the station. You should have a better time slot." And I'm just like, "Okay, thank you, appreciate it." It doesn't work like that. How many times you listen to the radio where I said to you, "My time slot doesn't dictate my rank. Like, I don't look at it because I do nights. I'm the like there's the warm up show, the morning show, the midday, the afternoon. You're ranked under them." That I don't think that my time slot determines my rank at all. I think like if it's public perception, if it's followers, if it's like, just look what people are writing, good and bad. Like let's take a beat, bro. Like not tooting my own horn over it because I did not know it was gonna happen. I've been putting out content for years. I've put out content for MTV, Fubo TV, Rock Nation, John Boy Media, WFAN, Keith McPherson. On air, you also heard me say that when I was in these meetings for social media, people would say stuff like, "How do we go viral?" And I would say, "You don't. That's the thing. You can't cook up how to go viral because it's gonna look lame." My announcement that I was done doing the nighttime shift at WFAN went viral. Did the announcement of Craig Carton coming back go viral? No, because we've seen that before. Did the announcement of the shakeup of WFAN go viral? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. What made bigger news? What got more conversation? What is still having conversation? So does my time slot dictate my rank in the world, in the state? No. I don't think it has anything to say about my talent. I don't think it has anything to say about my ability. I don't think it has anything to say about what I bring to the table, how I sound, how people receive me, whatever. Of course, people are going to have their opinions. There are some Met fans that hate me. Good, hate. Like, do you not think I thought about taking the lane of the troll and needling Met fans in every single time, whether it was hot to a girl or whether it was your whack-ass pitchers at the end of the year or Juan Soto struggling or any stupid thing with the Mets? You think I didn't think about, oh, this is a lane that has never been taken before. I love when people would say stuff like, oh, you're alienating half your audience. Well, that's a risk I'm clearly willing to take. Like, okay, turn the radio off. It's free radio. What, like, if you're so mad, why are you listening? And like, I never go on Reddit anymore, but every time I did go on Reddit, I'm like, I search my name and I read all the stuff, and I'm like, damn, for people that hate me, they know everything about me. They know that I play football. Hey, ho, ho. They used to call him Mr. Touchdown. They used to call him Mr. T. He can run and he can throw. Give him the ball and just look at him go. They know my family story. They know my upbringing. They know all this stuff about me, but they hate me and I suck, right? Then why'd you listen to that many hours of me on the air? Like, who you fooling, bro? Who you fooling, bro? And you're not fooling me. I love it. I appreciate it. Cause I was pop. I came from nothing, bro. And I'm gonna remind y'all every single time. This is a God dream. We on an ultralight beam. We on an ultralight beam. This is a God dream. This is a God dream. This is everything. I should have been dead multiple times. I could have been in jail, arrested for life multiple times. I could have been anything in the world. I could have been, like, you don't know me, bro. You don't know what type of terrible scenarios I could have ended up in. You don't know what it took to get here. But God got me because I'm prayed up. Because I'm prayed up like that, boy. Yeah. Yeah. This is like some Saturday Night Live whack stuff. But why are you here? Why are you like, why is this hat in the chat? That's what I'm calling you, hat in the chat. Why is the hat in the chat? You're when you hear that, when you hear that, you're. Let's see. Chill out for the holidays. Baseball will be back soon, and we'll see you in the BX. You will see me in the BX. Because where did you see me before you ever saw me on WFAN? In the Bronx. Faithfully. I'll be there regardless, bro. I will be there regardless, bro. You already know. You already know. In the building. I'm in my building. It's a nice building. It's a nice building. What color y'all want? I started seeing red, so I had to go there. Good luck to you, Keith. Appreciate it. Appreciate the well wishes. It's not luck at this point. We are way past the luck. Like, I just was going back, like, bro, you know what? Here's another one. Like, you wanna know about like God and the universe and serendipity and just like believing. Here's another one for y'all. Did I put this one up? I didn't put this one up. That's the address at WFAN. Look at the date. March 5th, 2013, 10:24 a.m. They gave me to 8 p.m. I was not in the building till 8 p.m. as a visitor. Can anybody guess what I was doing at WFAN in 2013? I wasn't at WFAN. I was in the building, though. Let me scroll through this chat because there's probably mad people in the chat at this point now. I got 40 minutes of chat that I didn't go through. Let's see if there's anything worth pulling up. Don't give them people on Twitter any energy. Ignore those folks on X and Reddit. But I don't. Because I understand. They want attention. They want to be replied to. Like, it's all a game to me. It's fake. Those people, I'm outside, bro. I was outside all day these days. I've been all over the city these last few days. Nobody pulls up and says anything like that to me in real life. Not one person. That's why I got this banner in here. I remember I used to do these live streams. Boop. Boop, boop. What'd that say? Never met a hater. Not once in life. Nobody has ever come up to me. You suck. Your show sucks. I hate you. Because you would look ridiculous, one. And two, like that's in my face. You're gonna walk up to me and say all that. I think it'd be better to just if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. The only place that you can get that off is on Twitter and Reddit, because you're protected, because you have a anonymous account. So go for it, bro, and I'll entertain it. People are mad, dumb, and racist, and go for it, yo. Because all it is adding to me. What these folks don't realize, and I try and tell them all the time. While you're hating on me and quote tweeting me or whatever, somebody else is seeing me for the first time and they're like, who's this dude? And then they start clicking around and then they formulate their own opinion. And if you just do simple math, if 10 people become aware of me off you hating off me, and 5 of them hate me and 5 of them are like, oh, I like this dude, and click follow, like, then you just helped me collect 5 new people. Like, thanks. Thanks for the free promo, bro. What are you talking about? Like, it's all part of it. What's good, bro? I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I still got to show love, LOL. I'm not a Cowboys fan either. They're losing. They got the field goal. It's 17-9. It's going to take a heroic effort to come back from this one. That's a tough building to play in. Amon-Ra St. Brown played. Detroit is fighting for their lives. It's a playoff game. They have the experience, and I think both of these teams, if you look right now, they got the in the hunt graphic. I think both of these teams, um, they obviously need this game, but like this could be the one. Like if the Cowboys go 6-6-1 right here with that stupid ass tie that they got, and of course they tied. Who'd they tie? They tie the Packers. They tie the freaking Packers. But yeah, this to me, this is a playoff game because it's like they need the win. We don't have that much time left, right? Wild card. You see the league leaders. Jared Goff looking for Amon-Ra, and he can't separate. Did they give him a tug? They did. Flag on the play. Yeah, the Cowboys need this game more than the Lions because the Lions have 7 wins, the Cowboys have 6, and that tie does not help. And we're really gonna start cooking up here. We're about to hit 15 hundo. Hi, Keith McPherson here. You may know my work from nights on WFAN. You may also be familiar with me on Twitter X, where most of you are assuming watching from. And maybe you're on my YouTube channel. If you're on my YouTube channel, go ahead, show some love. Bang that like button. Send the stream to a friend. I'm not done yet. Oh, he had him in the end zone. Isaac Tesla. He had him in the end zone. Jared Goff missed him. Jared Goff is not a big game quarterback. I would not call him big game Jared. He does not have it. He didn't have it on Thanksgiving. He does not have it, bro. You got the defender dropped. That ball is 4 yards out of bounds. How do you throw that there? How do you accidentally throw it there? Either way, Lions line up for the kick here. And if they line up for this kick and he nails it, it is going to be 20 Lions and 9 Cowboys. I'll leave that there pending, and we will go back to the chat. Where are we at now? Damn. There's a lot coming in the chat. I'm back at like 9:10. I got to get all the way back up to 9:45. But I'm giving you game. You can clip this. You can send this link. Next time one of your friends says something stupid, be like, "Bro, I was watching Keith's live stream. He told us all this stuff. Like, I'm never gonna lie to you. For what? People lie when they're afraid. People lie when they need to fake something. People lie when they have to cover something. I don't have anything to cover up. I know who I am. I know what I've done. Let's see if this kick goes through. Ooh, just barely. Good. Just barely good. Half. That's half, folks. Okay, let's turn this up, man. Turn this up. Let's see. Do I have enough to go up? Yeah. And let's go faster in the Chizat. Boom. So here we are in the chat. All right, halftime. So this is perfect timing here. They told me bust down my AP. Perfect time, man. Yeah, bro. I post a picture of me on the train going to the New York sports luncheon. I put my wrist up like Shador. And the haters are like, oh, he's going on a job interview. I don't have to interview anymore. You guys are mad dumb. Look at how it comes back around. This was for my job interview at 92.3 Now. In 2013, I interviewed for the 92.3 Now street team. 92.3 Now no longer exists, but back then I wanted to be on their street team and then make my way into being like a DJ on-air personality. And that never happened. But, you know, this is the address at WFAN. You know when I also was in the building? Let's see if I have anything from that time. I don't. One day we're going to do a live because I'm like people need to learn like about me. Like it's like you show me how much you don't know about me by what you write and what you say, even if it's jokes. It's just like it's just dumb. When I worked at MTV, MTV is also in that building, and let me see here. Nah, I thought I had a credential. Honestly, I thought I had like a my Wild and Out credential or something from MTV to show like when I worked at MTV, we would have meetings in the same building that WFAN is in. So I was always around, bro. Like CBS, Paramount, Viacom, they're same companies. I was in there, bro. Like in like a weird movie about my life, they would be able to show like a younger version of me being in the building before. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Now this was a minute ago. I don't even look like this, bro. I don't even look like this guy, bro. My hair is much longer now, honestly. I'm a lot wavier too, and I had like some blonde highlights and like a stupid earring. Ew. Now I'm like, bro, now what? Check the fade and the length. Check the hang time. What? Bro, let me chill, bro. Let me chill, bro. Let me get into this chat, bro. Appreciate all y'all for watching. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in. Whether you're a hater or supporter, I love you. Thank you. It's all the same to me. It's all the same to me. Haters just are people that like don't know how to show their emotions correctly. Like I have a 2-year-old son. Sometimes I'm like, "You love your dad?" He's like, "No." Other times he's daddy. Like, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so back to where we were in the chat. Going all the way back here. Let's see. Of course, man. I have my own Yankees podcast. I have over 23,000 subs on YouTube. Would love to chat it up sometimes. Yeah, have me on. Back at 9:08, someone said we have 9 in here. I don't care if there's 9. I don't care if there's 4. I was going live once upon a time for nobody. WFAN can reach 1 million people in a night. Like, I ain't worried about the numbers, bro. Clearly, that's funny, right? We got 9 in here, and this guy is an anonymous person, 135.99. Like, he was probably saying that as a joke. Well, I got content online of me, stepping down from WFAN, and it's got a 9 next to it, but it's 9 million. So, like, if you want to talk numbers, I just put out a viral piece of content that's got 9 million. So the 9 people watching my live stream is not affecting my day. I'm changing the lighting around. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Let's get back into the chat though. That's a great score for my team. For the Lions, that's a great score for my team for the Lions. Pam, you a whole Giants fan. So it's good, bro. I'm not getting. Oh, that's where we were before. Shout out to Bill. Let's see. See, it's always the goofies, right? Bill, first off, and shout out to Bill who played along, right? Like, I'm just catching this from earlier. The same goofy that's like, there's 9 people in here. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, I would perform the same. I used to say this when I played football. I would perform the same on the field if there were 9 people watching or 9,000. The audience doesn't dictate my performance or what I do. So he says that to Bill. He's on that D. And like, you guys got to chill with that. Like, pause. But whatever. Bill plays in. He goes slurp, slurp, laughing my ass off. Bill is somebody who has seen me for a long time. Hopefully, Bill is later in the chat as we get current here during halftime. Bill is somebody who I have seen online and has recognized me for a long time. Bill didn't just start popping up now. This loser who's anonymous, who doesn't even have a name, who just has random numbers, but is commenting on the numbers of people watching my live stream on YouTube, which I literally don't care about. Like I am going to reach millions of people when it's all said and done. I just did. You take a shot at me, somebody else is in here defending me, but the difference is, if you're following, someone who has seen me for years and someone who's just coming through now. And what did he say here? You ain't helping this silly brother. Bro, go to bed. Go to bed. All right, Bill says, I'm not helping nobody. This guy is jobless. Lindor is king. This is a Met fan. You can't be jobless. Like I said, I don't have to interview, bro. Like you can't. Yeah, I'm jobless, but I wasn't fired. I left my job. Like I'm trying hard not to flex, bro. I'm trying hard not to flex because I believe in playing things close to chess, not revealing all that you know, and just like not counting your eggs before they hatch. But I just like at this point, like, yo, some of y'all gonna have to put respect on my name, and I appreciate you because you're motivating the F out of me. Like you're motivating me in a way that like when it is time, like I'm going to be relentless. Like I'm going to remember how many people joked like I got fired. I'm going to remember how many people laughed and tried to like make it something that it wasn't, and that's gonna fuel me up. That's gonna be all that I need to go rock. So, let's see, like this guy too. He lost a brother, always talking about himself or hair. Yeah, but like you're a fan. You're an anonymous fan. Let's see. Yeah, when I had the football, we were talking about how to grip. Tom Brady holds the ball by letting the air out first. Your Cowboys are cooked, bro. They're cooked until Jerry Jones dies. I know that. Right. Appreciate Chris Gomez defending the boy in the chat. Go kick rocks. Why are you in here? Exactly. If you're in here because you want attention, but I don't understand wanting attention anonymously. That's dumb. You guys trip me out. You want attention, but you're hiding behind the screen. What do you get out of that? What do you get out of that? CP3 thoughts? CP3 is a GOAT, bro. He is a GOAT, not the GOAT. I think he deserves more respect. He's got a ton of money. I remember him coming out of Wake Forest. I'm that old. I got no real comment on the Chris Paul stuff. And like I put respect on it. Like people are so quick again in this day and age to Chris Paul, like they're ready to say something about Chris Paul. He's old, he's done, he's cooked. And it might be a family situation. He's got kids and he's made all his money. He's straight. Right. Yeah, I mean, he's going to talk about himself. It's his channel. It's going to be from his perspective. I mean, if you don't F with him, I feel you, to each their own, but I enjoy his commentary. Like, that's what I tell you all the time, too. Even on WFAN, bro, it's my show. What am I supposed to talk about? You? I don't know you. I don't know you. This flow is why he got fired. I didn't get fired. This flow is why I got hired. You're bugging. Do a show at the Shannon. I can. And you know what? I'm gonna put a note in that right now because I got some stuff lined up in Hoboken, and the owner of the Shannon showed me love, and I was in there low key, hoodie on, sunglasses. Like he heard me talking to somebody, he heard my voice, he came up, he showed me love, he bought us shots for the table, he took care of a round of drinks for me, my wife, my sister, my boy DeAndre who was there, my boy Justin who was there. Like he didn't have to do that. Trying to get myself out there because I love talking sports. Do it, bro. Don't be afraid of these losers, bro. There's the internet is full of losers because this is the only place that they can get these type of things off. They can't go, like, if you were to be on stage and they were to be like, heckling you on stage, they would be looked at as like, hey, like, yo, give them a break. So, these people can only do this here. He's doing his thing. I F with it, but not everyone gonna like this. Yeah, no, like, so let me move past this nonsense in the chat. Yeah, shout out to Chaz. You're right about adults with kids and those that don't. Yeah, it's just something I learned. There's no point in talking to people that don't have kids about kids. I miss you on the fan. There's a lot of people that feel that way, and I miss y'all. I hope to get an opportunity to reconnect with y'all, and I know when I get that opportunity, it's gonna hit. He's hurting. He's a therapist's dream. Bro, like, All right, I'm done entertaining him. But like, if I was hurting, why would I be on this stream for going on about an hour and a half? Why would I be giving y'all this time? I could go to bed. I could watch this game quietly. Um, you know, that's why I said if you can tell people the truth, you can be honest, you can be transparent, you could let them literally look you in the eye, hear your voice. They gonna think what they want to think anyway. So you got it, bro. Go tuck yourself in. Hopefully he's out of the chat by now. Go tuck yourself in tonight and say, I got seen on Keith McPherson's live. We thank you for joining us, but not really. Chance that the Knicks trade for Giannis. I mean, there's a chance. I just don't think like because what's the package for Giannis? I hear a lot of talk about trading Brunson. And I don't think there's a chance. Not with his daddy there. His daddy, like, no. His dad is a coach on the team. And I think his dad was behind the scenes for some of the, you know, the Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo cat trade. Like, this is a team that y'all got. And you know what you need to be talking about? Why'd they give up what they gave up from Mikal Bridges? Because Sean Marks fleeced them for the Villanova Wildcats reunion. And now you can't get Giannis. Let's see. Skipping through all the BS. If you don't have anything, yeah, I'm glad. I'm like the chat was going crazy because it was somebody crazy in the chat. People are so stupid. Oh yeah, that was funny. That was funny. So Keith, since you're not currently at WFAN, do you have programs on competing stations that you watch or follow? I will tell you this. I listen to WFAN and I support WFAN, but I am a sports fan. I listen to everything. I think it's healthy to listen to everything that you can listen to. TV, radio, other cities. Odyssey app lets you tap into other cities. I do that a lot. Are you going to be doing stuff with the Yankees next season? How could I not? How could I not? I'll tell you this. No, I don't even have to tell you that. Like, I just not have to tell you. Mike and the Mad Dog built WFA, and I have to disagree with that statement. I never hated Carton. Some things he said on the air I disagreed with, but we as adults are allowed to disagree on sports. Okay, yes, we know that Mike and the Mad Dog are considered the best show ever, the two guys, but like you in the pantheon of WFAN legends, and like you can't say Craig Carton didn't help build that place up. Like when I was talking about Craig, somebody said like, you know, why is he allowed to just keep coming back and using WFAN? Because he's part of the fabric of why WFAN is WFAN. He's had a ton of moments. The problem with Carton is whoever is his partner on the show, Carton controls the entire show, and his partner is just a prop for him to mock. I'm going to disagree with that. I think Craig is a radio professional, and I think Big Mac is a professional. And if it is confirmed that it's Big Mac, which I believe is true, Big Mac's been doing this a long time. I've done shows with Big Mac. Big Mac will stand his ground. Big Mac will be heard. Big Mac's take will be heard, and I think Carton will respect that. Yes. Yes. Agreed. I listened to Keith McPherson and Coach Danielle McCartan. Yeah, and I think that was when I was saying, why can't I also do part-time shows like Danielle McCartan has done? She's been part-time at WFAN since 2017. I actually met Danielle through Bronx Pinstripes at Yankee Stadium back in like 2016 or 2017. She was one of the first people that I even knew from WFAN. If the Cowboys win, then things would get exciting. Well, here we are, folks. Second half, same score, and Cowboys have the ball here on the 30-yard line, and they're looking to go punch it in and make this a game. I think they got to go. Oh, interception. That's about to be a game right there. That's a huge swing. That's an interception brought back inside the 10. If the Lions go up 27-20 here, that's going to be tough sledding for your Dallas Cowboys. Told y'all. What's good, my guy? Jacob Petruzzi. What's up, bro? I'm hanging out. An opportunity to go live and connect with people. An opportunity to watch this Cowboys Lions game. And I've been running and moving and shaking during the day. but I told people like I'm not about to go quiet. You will see me live on Twitter, on YouTube, and I will speak my piece. And yeah, like I lean into some of the trolling and some of the stupid stuff on Twitter. But I think it's a lot different, right? When you can look at somebody in the flesh in real time. Hello, it's 10:03 Eastern time. There's about 14:48 in the game, 20-9. The Lions are up. Like I think it's, and let me sit back down now. I think it's it's just a different thing, bro. Like I think it's a I think it's a different thing when you can you're in my crib, bro. You're in my studio. You're seeing me live and direct. So like any of these goofies in the chat, like this goofy I said I wasn't gonna entertain. You're a lame, bro. We don't know your name, we don't know your face. Like you could be anybody and we'll never know. So I hope you got that off. I hope you had a good time. Like I said, go tuck yourself in at night and say, I got featured on Keith McPherson's live. Keith talks to everybody. I feature everybody, good, bad, indifferent. I don't care. Touchdown. Isaac Tesla. Cowboys about to be cooked, bro. They about to be barbecue chicken. It's going to take a lot to come back, and I don't believe that the Detroit Lions defense in their building will give up some 20 unanswered points. Let's see. Did Carton pay back all the money he stole, or does that mean nothing to you? You said that to Bill. That's none of our business. and there's no way for you to know. Craig's show wouldn't have impacted you though, would it, Keith? That's such a valiant point. No. I would have still been doing the night. So no. And like I went over before, probably at the time that you said this, like I'm happy for Big Mac, and my decision had nothing to do with this because I did not have any knowledge of it. Keith, now that you're not on WFAN, if you ever listen to ESPN New York, which show you like or interests you the most? I'm still under contract with WFAN. I like WFAN shows. I used to work overnights. It has impacted my health. Couldn't do it anymore. Appreciate you for saying that, because people think that I'm some type of robot, I guess. People think that like, oh, you're good. People think that like what I just showed you with all of these like visitor passes from interviews and stuff like that. Like I interviewed at MLB, I interviewed at 92.3 now. I worked corporate in New York, and I worked the regular 9 to 5, 10 to 6. This was my first time working nights, and I did it for 4 years. I never held any job in my life for longer than 4 years. It was a long 4 years, and I think I did it pretty decent. Oh, John, yeah, John from Masbeth. What's up? He says I went viral a few times. You definitely did. You definitely went viral a few times, bro. I give you that. Shout out to John from Masbeth. He's a character, and he's become like a WFAN character. You should host nights, bro. You should send your tape in, send your reel in. Yo, shout out to Al Centro. Al Centro is another one. Like, how could I hate on Al? Spike gave Al a shot, I believe, off of just, my infamous takes on Instagram. And like, it didn't get him a full-time spot, but it worked out where like Al Cintron is a Boricua. I remember the first time I heard him on air, I'm like, bro, we need some of that flavor, bro. Like T.O. Al, like we need, you know what I'm saying? Like this is New York, bro. I don't know where y'all be at in New York that doesn't have black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, Middle Eastern people, white people, like everybody, bro. It's the melting pot. It is the greatest city in the world, and like you need perspectives. You need people from all walks of life and backgrounds, and like it helps, in my opinion. Really enjoyed listening to you on the fan. Appreciate it. Let's see here. We're getting closer now. I'm at like 10:45. Haters gonna hate. Yeah, and that's what you let them do. That's their job. They don't make any money off of it, but they wake up every day and they hate on people that are great. They wake up every day and they hate on people that are doing things that they could never do. It's easy to hate. It's hard to do. Seahawks, Packers are in so far. Yeah, they played well. The Rams too. Um, they play well, even though the Rams had a stupid upset. They should not even have any games on Thursday if they really cared about the health of players. Correct. Talk that talk. The real know what's up. All love, man. Shout out to the high lev dev one time. Low lev dev with the Metropolitans now. With the Metropolitans, bro. We never got that Alexis Texas story time. We did. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, the radio is different. I told the Alexis Texas story, I think, in 2 different parts. I think I teased it one night, and then I came back and finished the story, and somebody might not have been listening. Keith, you doing anything with the Yankees next season? That's where I was saying, like, you know what? The calls that I got from people that work with the Yankees, like, those were solid calls. I'll give you that. Like, a lot of people within the Yankee universe checked on me, you know, and I was like, I'm good. So, CD almost pulled in the freaking one-handed. Yeah. And now he's hurt. Yeah, you had to quit that overnight. It's not forever. When in doubt, bring up Alexis Texas. I did. I have people rocking. Monmouth County boys, you know it, bro. Short thing, wavy baby, down by the beach, boy. Like, that's another thing, bro. But I put on. Oh, look, we got a super chat. Immediately go to the super chat. See, that's $5 to the diaper fund. My son doesn't wear diapers anymore, but we used to say that in the live chats. $5 to the diaper fund. That is $5 to, let's say, for the gas tank. Let's say for me to ride around whipping and doing what I do. Let's change the lights in here too. Let's get a different vibe in here, yo. Yeah, I go a little more green with the lights since we're getting money now. A little more green color with the light. Not much cup of coffee on me. Thanks for all the entertainment you've given me over the past few years. God bless you. I appreciate that. Tony C. Sr. I appreciate that. I drink Rook coffee. Again, I'm from Monmouth County. Short thing, wavy baby, down by the beach, boy. Exit 105, Ocean Township High School. Rook originated in Ocean Township, and we keep Rook stocked. My wife is actually now a mushroom coffee drinker. I don't go out too much and buy coffee, but you know, I'll put that into the gas tank. So, you know, thanks, appreciate you for that. Let me get us back to like 10 o'clock, man. A lot came through. I appreciate you guys, straight up, bro. Like, I always appreciate all y'all in here in the chat, because like, you could be doing anything, bro. We're about to hit 2,000. So, matter of fact, let me go on the Twitter machine. Let me go on Twitter. And let me retweet the John on there. John, like I'm from Philly. John, joint, whatever. And this is good, bro. Like, this is what you do in 2026, right? We're almost in 2026. If you're someone like me that has a platform that you built, has a studio in your office that you built, you know, you can go live and connect with your audience. You can go live and connect with people. You can, oh, he fumbled. Oh, and he just recovered in the end zone. Touchdown. Dallas Cowboys. They got to rule it a touchdown. Let's see. But yeah, what I was just saying is like, bro, like, I tried to tell y'all, and like, as much as y'all pretend to care about people's mental health, clearly people didn't care about my mental health. As much as y'all care to, like, you know, talk about families and priorities and kids first, there's still a lot of people, they don't give a F about that. Like, I told y'all what my decision was rooted in. I told y'all I was struggling with it for a long time. I told y'all a lot. Like, I'm about to be done. That's a touchdown. I'm about to be done because, like, I could talk to y'all until I'm blue in the face. I could talk to y'all until I'm blue in the face and tell y'all the truth. You gonna believe what you gonna believe, and I am content with that. I can finally sleep at night, and that's another thing, bro. It took a while. Like when I'm telling you, it took a while to um start to fall asleep. Like my biorhythms were screwed up, and like I'm still like right now I don't have a headache. As a matter of fact, I'm about to take some magnesium. I'm about to take some magnesium melatonin, and then I'll get back to what I'm talking about like people, right? I care about people. If you listen to my show, I care about people that call. I talk to people. And when you're in the public eye and when you're a radio host, people want to act like you're some type of freaking robot. They want to act like you don't need sleep. They want to act like you don't care about your family. They want to act like, you just got to come in here and do shows. Like, bro, kiss my, like, is deeper than that. And touchdown, Dallas, Javonte Williams, you know. I'm about to hit the melatonin, magnesium, and whatnot. Give me a second. Um, all right. So where were we at? Yeah. As we proceed, let's get to 2K. Let's get to 2000. Cash Money Records taking over for the 99 and the 2000. Okay, so you I think I was on one night and I was saying like, this time of the year is hard for people and that you need to check on people and like your friends and people you might not talk to all the time. Like just send somebody a text. If it's a neighbor that you can knock on their door and they don't care, do that. If it's somebody that you haven't seen in a while, or maybe if somebody posts something weird, or even if they don't have to post something weird. And a lot of that's another thing too. People like I found people checking on me because of what I post. Like, bro, I'm also playing games a lot. But like what I'm saying is like it's the most wonderful time, right? It's Christmas time, but it's cold. The days are short. It gets dark early, and there are people who have loved ones that they've lost, and this time of the year is hard for them. There are people who, this time of the year, they just need other people. Mental health is important, and as I speak of that, I speak on that. My mom is in the hospital right now. She's all good, but we had a little bit of a scare today after her surgery a couple weeks ago. I've been down back home to the shore to visit her twice, and she had a little bit of complications in the scare. She's staying over in the hospital tonight, and yeah, like I just think that like the internet is a fake place. The way that people talk on the internet is not how they talk in real life. The stuff that you read on the internet is not regular discourse. And like you need to check on your people, bro. You need to check on your friends. You need to just like make sure people are good. Let's see where we're at in the chat. What is this grossy raid? If you had a movie about you, who would you want starring as you? Me. I can act a little bit. I'd play myself. We got that vintage Keith photo signed 1-1 LOL. Which one? Was that when I was talking about the NFL? What is this grossy raid sending love? Grossy posse raid. Tom Grossy raid. Grossy raid. Shout out to y'all. I missed it in real time. Hi from the Grossy posse. Grossy raid. Yo, Grossy posse raid. Sending love from Tom Gross. Go Pack Go. Like, wow, I missed this in real time. We're hitting it now. Appreciate y'all. See what I'm saying? Like when there was a loser in here that was talking about, oh, you only got 9 people. I would stream whether it was 9 and more than 9 people showed up from this grossy posse raid. Look at this. I missed it in real time. I'm just catching up in the chat. That's something else that I'm going to start doing here. I'm going to have, now that I have this monitor set up, I'm going to have a screen, and now I'm doing it here live. I'm going to have a screen with just the chat too, so that I can be like, all right, boom. Because it's tough when you're in StreamYard to just monitor the chat. I'm also watching the game live. But yo, shout out to Tom Grossy. Now I got to Google that. Who is Tom Grossy? Is this somebody that I know? Tom Grossy, internet personality. Wow, he's got a ton of followers. I'm about to subscribe to him right now, and I gotta thank him. See, that just warmed my heart, bro. Not that I need it, but I appreciate it. And like, you don't know who's watching that is more powerful than you online. Look at all of this. I was wondering why the chat was going crazy, and I was saying, yo, I gotta catch up to the chat. I was saying, like, what is, like, the chat was going crazy because all of these people came in and rated the chat. I'm showing all of them from 9:52. This was half an hour ago. Tom Grossy, I appreciate you, bro. You did not have to send your community, your crew of people over here, man. Like, like that's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what's up, man. Like, you got people that are looking out, and I do the same type of stuff. You got people that are lame as hell that wanna be anonymous here, and without me knowing, anonymously, Tom Grossy, who is a Packers fan and has a bit, he's live right now. Let me see if I can jump in his live, bro. I'm about to say, yo, thanks for the love. Just catching up with the Grossy raid. And I'm about to join his community and all that. Like, you see how easy it is to just show somebody love? You see how easy it is to just be nice to people? You see how easy it is to just send other people to show somebody love, bro? But like, y'all choose to hate, and that's why you're not gonna get anywhere in life, bro. I said the other day, I'm like, I can't imagine being a hater because you had no motion your entire life. I've always had motion, bro. I couldn't imagine. I can't relate. I get it though. You're a loser, so you never had any motion, so you hate on the next man. Everybody's out here trying to do their thing. Everybody's out here trying to survive. Everybody's out here trying to do the best for themselves and their family and win. I got hit with a whole. I was wondering why the chat. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, I gotta catch up in this chat. The chat don't move crazy. Grossy raid. I'm a fan now. Keith McPherson from the fan. Keith McPherson from just Earth, bro. A regular human being that, like, as I was talking about checking on people, as I was talking about my own mental health, as I was talking about doing what was best for me and my family, while people want to spin that and make it something that is not. And go for it. More power to you. You keeping my name relevant. An anonymous friend. Let me see if I can find him on Twitter. Cause this now, watch how I try and connect with this guy and thank him. Yeah, because you didn't have to do that, bro. He did not have to do that. Tune, chill out, yo. Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Tune always coming here scratching my soundproofing. She don't understand. Um, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. We connecting with people. You know. I got the grocery raid. Grocery raid. I'm still going through it. Grocery raid. I'm putting all of them on the screen. Grocery raid. All of them. Wow. 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 I'm talking about Craig. I'm talking about WFAN. I'm talking about and these people came in. Right. Look at that. Way more than 9 people, bro. And I already bounced that loser out of here. That was like, oh, you've only got 9 people here. Yeah, we had way more than 9 people show up in this grocery raid. Um, and I didn't even know that like that was a thing. I appreciate it. I'm emotional. That is so nice. That is so kind. And you know, how do you even like how does someone with this powerful of a community spot somebody that was being an a-hole in the chat and love the pick. What pick? Yeah, and then send all this positive people to be like, okay, somebody was saying you've only got 9 people watching on YouTube, only 9 people over here. And I literally said, I don't care about the numbers. I'm not doing that. If one person tonight is like, yo, I got to watch Keith's live stream from 8:15 to 11 o'clock, and he cleared everything up, and I heard his voice, and he's good, and he's happy, and he's joking around. Like, I'm not doing it for this to go viral. I'm not doing this for flexing on how many people I had in the live, but man, yeah, I'm there was a ton of people that came over from Tom Grossi's community. I see he's traveled to all 30 NFL stadiums in 30 days. That's amazing. I've tried to do that. Raised 1 million for charity. In 2023, he was the NFL Fan of the Year. He's got 107.5 followers on Twitter, and his YouTube is lit. I guess he's a comedian too, Grossi Comedy. 940K subscribers. And you know what? Because there was a goofy ass hater in my chat talking about me, and shout out to Bill who was in here defending me. And I don't need defense, but I appreciate it because Bill was defending me on his own. Somehow that got back to Tom Grossi, and he sent a grocery raid with like, there's got to be at least 100 people. I'm still going through it. I'm trying to get us current. Go Broncos, go Pack, go. Here we go. Keith, you're one of the most talented guys I've ever heard. I don't know what your next venture is, but the cream always rises to the top. Looking forward to your journey. Keep grinding. Yeah, like I don't know what else I got to do, but I'm gonna keep doing it. And like I don't know, people got me messed up, bro. They got the wrong idea about me. If you think I'm done, if you think like if I got fired, do you think I would act like this? Uh, if I got fired, I would have been on some middle finger to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I got fired, I would be a fire breathing dragon. Grossy raid still going, and I hope it's Grossy, not Grossy. Maybe it's Grossy because I see Grossy Posse, so maybe it's Grossy, Grossy raid, Grossy raid, Grossy raid. So I guess somehow Tom Grossi must have, I don't know, he must have somebody that was in the chat and they're like, bro, there's somebody in Keith's chat cyberbullying him. And they definitely can't beat Keith's ass, but they show up in his chat saying that he's only got 9 people watching on YouTube. And this guy sent over 90 people at least. Wait, no, he ain't. I don't know what that was in regards to. But it's got to be Grossi Posse, Raid, Grossi Posse. I love that. He can kick rocks. We in here, so I see. Right, no, he ain't. Like, only 9. They basically sent the whole squadron over at like 9:52, 9:53. I can't get through all these. Right. Anonymous sucks. They do suck. If you're going to be anonymous, just like be nice. If you're going to be anonymous, just be nice and like don't be a a-hole. Don't be like criticizing and counting people's numbers and trying to degrade. Tom says love sends love and good vibes. I'm gonna reach out to Tom. I guarantee you, I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna join his community, send him a message. Here comes Bill again. Grossi posse, as in Tom Grossi. I guess I don't know. Bill, you must know. I don't know. Bill, you connected to Tom? Read your chat. I was not able to get to it. I'm in StreamYard and I was watching the game, and we're here now. We are here now. And look at the chat now. Between Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, there's 21, 28. And again, I'm not doing this for the numbers. Like I said, if there's one person that feels like they got to connect with me tonight, saw me tonight, if there's one person I was like, damn, man, I miss hearing KM to AM. I wonder how Keith's doing. I'm doing it for that one person. So, yes, great job, F Anonymous Losers. Yeah, you know what? I do have a New Year's resolution to just like let this be the last year I entertain any of it. And I always had the philosophy of like it's all the same, but it's not all the same. And if you ignore the losers, like here you go, right? This dude's a clown. No, who's a clown, bro? I'm on camera in my house in front of 2,000 plus people. Steve Huggins, you're on your phone alone in your crib saying I'm a clown, bro. Like, who are you in comparison to me? What have you done? Keith, this is Ben's dad. Just want to take a moment to thank you for the way you help and motivate him. Keep moving forward. Yeah. Shout out to Ben Ballion, the sports report, on the sports pod. And Ben is someone who took a liking to me and my show and asked what he could do to help. And I thought of a way that I could help him and help my show. Tune. You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. Because you're messing with the wires and stuff. I still gotta clean it here. And so I said, Ben, you know, I have a different producer every night. So you be my like remote producer and send me a one sheet of topics of like what went on in sports that day. And yeah, I said, this is what I do. I set up Google alerts for all the New York sports teams and all the leagues. So any breaking news or articles that get written about anything, I kind of get wind of it. And I told them use Google alerts and Google Trends for like, what that, was. And shout out to Ben. He's a really talented kid and I've watched his content evolve. And there's a ton of kids that I've helped where I know when I'm an old man and those kids are grown-ups, I'll be good. I always have a job because those kids are going to hire me. Those kids are going to bring me along. All the kids that I helped for free, all the kids that I gave game to, advice to, all those kids that I'm still giving time to and not asking anything in return, just doing it out of the goodness of my heart and the God in me. That's 3rd and 19, incomplete. 4th and 19 here. Kick the ball. It's 27-16. I don't know. Bruce, what's the plan, Keith? If they don't know your plans, they can't shoot them down. I don't tell anybody my plans. When I dropped that video announcing my, resignation, stepping down from the nighttime spot on WFAN, my wife was like, I didn't know you were going to do that. I was like, I didn't either. Just something I felt like I needed to do at the time. Grossi raid. Let's see. It's never ending. You missed a raid. I didn't miss it. I think it's better now because now I'm looking back like, wow. The lone silencer been here for a minute. What's up, bro? He will realize it's all good. Hi from the Grossi posse. Love from the Grossi posse. I like your attitude, bro. Tom Grossi raid. And hey, you know what? Let me look. Maybe some of them stayed. Let me go look at my yeah. Some of them subscribed. So that's cool too. I appreciate that. That's cool too. Keith, do you want to get back on radio or are you thinking of another route? I would love to get back on specifically WFAN. I just can't do the nighttime shift Monday through Friday. if they need me to fill in and do a nighttime shift, I'm available to do that. But at the same time, like, that's not my call. That's not my decision. That's not a choice that I get to make. But I'm of course open to it. And I've tried to tell folks I'm not fired. My contract is still good into 2026, well into 2026. And like, I think because I talked about my first contract, right? I talked about when I came in, my first contract started, I think, November 21st or 22nd. And people take that and they run with it, and they think that, like, you think people don't sign contract extensions? You don't think that people sign more than 1 year contracts, 2 year? Like, people are mad dumb. They think they know everything. KM to AM. You're still here. It's PM though. It's 10:34 at night. Do you know where your children are? Yeah, this was crazy. This whole raid thing was insane. Keep grinding, Keith. Some of the hate you receive is not a reflection of you, but the person doing the hating. Hashtag LOL Mets. No, I know that. I know that. I give them reason to hate, but like, I know these people are small. He is still with WFAN, just part time. Thank you. Like, I was in the building yesterday. I was representing WFAN, sitting next to my boss at a luncheon yesterday. I'm like, what else do you guys need to see? You guys need me to do another show. 100 is a miserable troll, not worth talking to. Yeah, I just kicked him out of the chat a while ago, but I entertained it for a little while. I appreciate, like, not everybody's gonna agree with you. Like, that's okay. First learned about you on the fan, and you were a breath of fresh air. Thanks for bringing back the schmooze. Earn my respect. Yeah, I would say that, every month in the beginning of my time, I made sure to bring Steve Summers on because I wanted to keep his voice and name alive because I inherited his spot in his audience. There's a chance it's just not very high. I don't know. Let's see. What was that in regard to? I don't know. Knicks feel like now or never. Yeah, I would say they need to win this year. And I don't expect them to win it all this year. I really don't. So I don't know what to tell y'all with that. Hey, Keith, nice to see you. Now we're getting closer. Now we're at 10 o'clock. This chat went crazy. Pam said, Keith is fine. Because Pam knows. Pam talks to me every day. Like, perfectly fine. I'm better. Keith, I've always enjoyed what you do. Listened on the Odyssey app from Houston. No ties to NYC, I know. Odd, much love. But see, I was talking about the Odyssey app when someone asked me if I listened to other sports radio programs in New York. I said I do, but I also listen to other ones. So, like, I have been a guest on Sportsnet 590 in Toronto. Sometimes I listen to them. I've been on the Score in Chicago 670. Sometimes I listen to them. What is it? KNRB? KNBR in San Francisco. Like, on the Odyssey app, you can do that. King of ADHD. Tom Grossi rated you. You can block the troll. Subject should change my mind, but I find myself not turning WFAN on evenings lately. That's powerful. That's powerful. I had a conversation with someone where I said, okay, let's see. Is it WFAN or is it me? After 4 years, is it the platform or is it the host on the platform? And that's a test. Let's put that to the test as we are now and see. So I appreciate it. And like, I want you guys to do what you feel. Exactly. The Grossi posse came over and said, what's WFAN? That's funny. And that's another thing too. WFAN is powerful. And I thank God for the opportunity that I had, but it's not the end all be all in the world. And I was blinded. I was definitely blinded for a little while thinking that, like, I got very wrapped up in it. I got very wrapped up in thinking, like, I have a show, I have a spot, I can't do anything else. Like, can't let that go. Lakers won on a game winner without Luka. I gotta watch the NBA highlights when I get done with this. I think we're going in the fourth quarter here. Is that picked? Nope. I think this game is going to be a wrap. I don't see Dallas coming back to win. Lakers win. Any chance we hear you on Sirius XM? Rich Kleiman, not the Rich Kleiman that runs with KD. There's a chance. There's a chance. I'll say there's a chance. WFN is a New York sports station. LeBron's streak is over. He scored 8 points. What? He couldn't get to 10. I would have done anything to get him to 10. Oh, here he goes. This was who I guess was started the hating, the trolling, and then the Ray came. What up, KM chat? No troll, just spitting my opinion, and that's what I said. I humored him for a while because not everybody is going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to share your opinion, and not everybody's going to be nice about it. Keith, do you f with kettlebells, workout advice? I use them for some ab stuff. I use them for some leg work. Yeah, I don't have full kettlebell workouts. I still stick with dumbbells and the bar, but yeah. Rui Hachimura, 3 buzzer beater. Cool, I'll see the highlights. Jersey Shore is undefeated in the summer. What was your go-to bar back in the day? Bar A, DJs, Headliner, Connolly Station, 507. All of them. All of them. Even like in Long Branch, the Avenue, Draft House, Jack's. I was in every bar, and I DJ'd and MC'd, so I was in all the bars. I have a big wager on Lions -3, so let's go Lions. Yeah, I think the spread was 3.5. I came from Tom Grossi's raid, but I F with your attitude. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, bro. A couple people subscribe. I saw my subscribers go up. I'll say this so no hate. Sal better send roses to Keith. I don't know what that means. And shout out to Sal. You are your biggest fan. You better be. And that's a good thing. Right. You better be your biggest fan. To make it in New York City, you better believe in yourself. You better think you're great. At 6'3", 229, what workouts do you recommend for me? Push-ups? Whatever you can do, bro. How many Grossi people are still here? Like that went from 9:52 to 10:06. I am slow, but I don't do this often, so we'll get better. Not much. Cup of coffee. Oh, we already went through that. Saw that before, right? That's when I actually jumped to that super chat. Some say that the NFL is rigged. Understood. Hey, your girl call me Myron. Myron in here. You'll be missed on WFAM, buddy. That's what I'm hearing. That is what I'm hearing. Nice guy, Tony. Yeah, Tony with the donation. And then after that, I banned 100 because I just was like, all right, he had too much nonsense in there. And then he tried to change his tone. This isn't sports related, but what's your album of the year? Clips. I like that Clips album. I ran that Clips album a lot. G Herbo, I like his album. I've been listening to Wale, but I wouldn't put it up his album of the year. Clips or G Herbo. Keith, we are all the same, just different cultures. I know that. I know that. I don't treat anybody any differently. I don't judge it. And what I was saying before when I was going on that like diversity rant and that perspective rant is like in New York, like that it is a mixture of everybody. Everywhere you go, you get on the train, it's everybody. Too many. Yeah. I'm not gonna entertain that. I came back after participating in other aids. Didn't know this was going on. I like that you guys do this. I like that the Grossi posse goes and supports other people who need it. Haters are your motivators. They are. Like I said, I'm gonna say less, but when it is time for me to go back to work and do my thing, I'm going to kill, and I'm going to kill for every hater that made something up about me, that lied and pretended and didn't just like take what I said as, what it was. And I'm like, all right, that's you guys just added extra motivation. Yeah. I was giving Al love. Shout out to Al. Al's gotten better over time, and I'm happy he's there. Watch for my Niners. I don't believe in them. It's awesome, Grossi. That's awesome that Grossi told you guys to show love to other creators. Grossi and Perna are good dudes. I got to check them out. New York Jets beefcake. Mets fans really think Yankee fans are upset. No, we're not. That's just the position we are always in here in New York. I don't even want to get into it. Haters boost the algorithm just as much as fans. Again, that's what I was saying when I was like, yo, it's all the same. You're commenting. You're another view. You're another, like, bro, it's all, the algorithm does not discriminate if people are hating. The algorithm does not discriminate if you come in here and be negative. But I just say, like, you get more bees with honey than vinegar. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And like, why are you wasting your time being an anonymous hater? Just put your picture and your face up there and come chill. Keith, you inspire me to get back in the gym now. I go 4 days a week. Good, Pam. Good. Forever young. Do you see the Knicks trading for Giannis? I do not. I do not. Yo, I met Alexis Texas once at a porn shop in Georgia. She was doing a signing, and it was really funny to me because it's got to be weird seeing a line of people who she knows. Yeah, yeah. So my story of meeting Alexis Texas, I used to DJ at Centerfolds, the strip club in the Jersey Shore on the Asbury Circle, and she hosted a night there, and she was incredible. Like, and like, it was a long time ago, but she rocked the place, bro. I was like, damn. I was like, she was good. She killed it. And like, since I worked there, I had access to her, and I got to talk to her a little bit. And I was so young, she played me. She definitely played me like a little boy. I remember I had this gray fitted, and she like took my fitted off, like put it on her ass, like flipped the hat. I'm like, oh, she was going in. Those were the days. And like, nobody was, you can't record on your cell phone in a strip club, but like everybody was just all eyes on the stage. She killed it. Jersey Shore is undefeated in the summer. We already did that, no? Yo, Hector in Washington Heights. Sup, Keith? We may not root for the same teams and agree on a lot of things. However, I'm rooting for you in whatever your next move is. I'm rooting for you, bro. You rooting for you as well. Um, I'm now just 35 minutes behind in the chat, but we'll get there. Keith, all you need to learn is more YouTube business. Oh, I will. This is a very early test drive. I'm doing all the stuff on my own in my house, and I'm not looking to be a YouTuber streamer. I have a college degree. I have a resume. Like, I don't need to just like do this stuff, but it's available to me, and I'm not discriminating against anybody that does. But what I'm saying is like, I can get another job. And I specifically left my night job because I need a day job. I will get another day job. Like, it's a lock. Like, and then not just a regular day job. Like, I can't even privy you guys to what I know and the conversations that are being had. But I'm not a secret. I'm not unknown. I'm not young. I'm not new at this point. Like, you don't do 4 years of New York sports talk radio and then just go broke and unclaimed and like forgotten about. It's impossible. If anything, you go up. Like, it's simple math. You say appreciate all of us, but we weren't sent here by someone to help you, and you haven't acknowledged our rate at all. Well, I mean, that was at 12:10, and I've been acknowledging this now for a long time. And like, what I said to you is I am looking at the StreamYard chat, which is like the studio behind the scenes chat. And what I will do, because this is my first night streaming with a monitor, I have my MacBook here, my monitor here. I'm going to set up the just a chat screen. I'm gonna get better at it. So you guys will see me. I went and jumped in the Grossi stream to say thank you. Back here after the raid, do good things, become a creator. I already am. He's getting there. He's going through the previous chats now. Exactly. Some fans say that the NFL is rigged. Look how this game is flipping now. I think it's still pretty much in favor of the Lions, like it's been. But at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you and your family. Who cares what anyone else says or think? You're making moves. Exactly. If I cared what anyone would have, said or thought, then I wouldn't have done it. You don't own any explanation. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, after today, I'm done talking about it. After today, I'm done explaining myself. Keep grinding, Keith. Some of the hate you receive is not a reflection. Yeah, I think we saw that too. You can do it all by marketing yourself without a boss. Exactly, I am. Hit the like and subscribe button before you bounce. Keith in PSA mode, respect. Yeah, I guess I was back at 1017. Prayers for your mom, bro. She's good. I text her, and my sister was texting her. She's all right. She's good. But yeah, just a little bit of a scare today. And the kick is up. And the kick is good. I'm gonna get to this chat. I'm gonna get through this chat by 11. We're at 10:19 now. Yeah, I don't wanna dip into too much of the well wishes for my mom. She's okay. We just had a little scare. She had a surgery. She had to go back to the hospital. Um, let's see. Miss listening to you on my drive home every night. Best of luck. Appreciate it, man. I will either do something like I will fill that void, is what I was telling people. I will fill that void for all the people that have reached out. Like, bro, you were my nighttime radio. I would listen before I go to sleep. I would listen at work. I would listen on my drives. I'll fill that void. Not on WFAN, but I will fill that void, whether it is a podcast, whether it's a live like this, right? It's nighttime right now. Someone could be driving around right now listening on YouTube, plugged in with their phone. Right now, people are filling me in on. I was like, what is this raid? I didn't know the raid was a thing either. G-Man. What's up, Keith? You the man. Appreciate it, bro. Don't ever give up. I won't. Keith, you were in a WFAN event. No, bro, I'm not giving up. I got too many people relying on me, and I got too much of my own power and my own self-esteem, my own drive and vision and dreams. Why everybody keeps saying you got fired? Because they're dumb, and they rather. You know what I was saying too? It's like, okay, I told y'all I have a wife and I have a kid, and Christmas is coming up. If I actually got fired, why would you be celebrating that? If they actually said, "Hey Keith, we're making some changes at the station, you got to go." Why would y'all be parading around like celebrating that? That shit is weird. Zach, what's up? I'm trying to get to the current stuff. Gonna miss hearing you on the dial. Breathe easy, brother. I am. Trust me, I'm good, bro. I appreciate all y'all. Like, look, like we're now at almost 2,400 at 11 o'clock at night, and that raid hit my YouTube lovely, in a way that I was not expecting, man. So, I see it, I feel it, I acknowledge it, I appreciate it, and this has been fun. Let's see. Oh, Demon D in the chat. What's up? All right, let's see. I mean, who could blame you? Getting a chance to lead your own show, that's a dream come true, bro. I understand wanting to keep it. That's why you've been working. So, like, that's another thing, too. Like, fumble. Like, do people think that, like, after I just did 4 years of solo radio shows, like, I'm not prepared to do anything else solo on my own? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's just stupid. I'm done entertaining it. Are you gonna be the new roll call guy in the bleachers? Nah, I was one and done, and that's Mark's job. Sal sending you roses because he might slide into Keith's vacated spot. Hey, if that happens for Sal, then good. Like if Sal, and I don't know, because Sal does baseball night in New York and he does SNY at night, so I'm pretty sure he'd have to give that up to take that spot. But if that happens for Sal, I know Sal has been a WFAN for years, got fired, came back. I would love that for him. MJ, what's up? Okay, now we're getting close. That Clips album was fire. Blue Jays making moves. Crickets from the Yankees so far. So, whatever. I'm not worried about the Blue Jays, bro. They had a good year last year. Can they do it again? Can you do a setup eventually that enables you to take the phone calls like a regular radio show? Yeah, I think through Google Voice. But like what I'm telling you is every day I wake up, I have calls. Every day I wake up, I have meetings. I have interview type stuff. Like not interview stuff, but I'm going to go meet with somebody. Like I'm blessed. There's been a ton of interest and a ton of people that want to work with me and want to know what I'm up to next. And I've been taking all those calls. But I'm in no rush. Keith, do you lose your credentials access if you're no longer at the station? Yeah. But I don't need it. Like, it's gonna sound cocky again, but like my face is my credential. I was going where I wanted to go in Yankee Stadium before I was on WFAN. And like I told you, the calls that I received from people within the Yankee universe, I'm not worried about that. I didn't even use my credential anyway, bro. Like it got to the point where like, okay, if you're credentialed media at Yankee Stadium, you can go up there and sit with John Heyman and Joel Sherman and the literal writers. I don't rock with those guys. I do rock with Brian Hoke and Chris Kirshner and Brendan Cuddy and Max Goodman and those types. Greg Joyce. You can go up there and if you're credentialed media through the radio, you can go. There's a wide open wide receiver. Hold on, folks. We do have a game here. This game's not over. This game's not over. That's a big play with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Ryan Flournoy. If you bet on him anytime touchdown, you probably got some cheddar off that. It's about to be 30-26. The Lions, I did see the spread was 3.5, so they'd be covering the spread there. But there's a lot of time left. This game's not over, so this has been fun. We'll keep rocking. But credentials, talking about media credentials. Now, if they need me to go up there and sit in for Susan Waldman, I need a credential and a special type of credential. If they need me to go up there and like, I got tickets through WFAN a lot. But like I was going to 40, 50 games a year before y'all ever heard of me. I know how to get in the stadium and move and do what I do. I don't know how to say like me not having media credentials, and they went for 2. So that now is going to make it a 3-point game. The Cowboys are down 3. They're a field goal away from tying it. We got a whole new game, folks. Wow. Lions 30. Cowboys 27. Wow. What a night. What a night. So yeah, like what I'll say too, yo, is like I don't know how to say it. But I don't care. I say what I mean and mean what I say. I say what I feel, bro. Like when you're credentialed media with the Yankees, they don't want you to come in there wearing Yankee stuff. When you're credentialed media with the Yankees, they don't want you to wear a Yankee hat. They don't want you to wear a Yankee jersey. I couldn't wear my Yankee jacket. It was corny. So, like, I remember having a conversation with a couple of them. Like, this one lady was like, you come into our house, you abide by our rules. I've come into your house hundreds of times. And when I come into Yankee Stadium and I see somebody not wearing a Yankee logo, I assume they're an op. I assume you're not a Yankee fan. Why are you not declaring that you're a Yankee fan? And, I had another conversation with somebody that was like, you're media, you're supposed to be neutral. And I'm like, I didn't get into the media being neutral. Everybody knows I'm a Yankee fan. So why would I come here and hide, bro? Why would I come here and hide? So I'm not worried about, trust me, I will go to whatever game I want to go to. I will sit wherever I want to go to. Whether I got to buy a ticket, whether someone gives me a ticket, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that. Have you thought about maybe doing videos about specific sports topics or topics in sports that, yeah, of course. Of course. I'm going to expand outside of Yankees and New York sports. Hey, Keith, big fan. Keep up the good work. Are you going to be leading? Oh, I think I read that. No, I'm like, the way the roll call works, Tina, who is like the, oracle of the bleachers, she is the one that like can appoint someone to do the roll call. Here is a video of me doing the roll call years ago. My hair was not as long. Now, I don't want to do it every game. I don't care to do it. Like, it was a fun experience to do it. But you see Mark right there? That is literally Mark's job. That is like Mark is on TikTok as Mark roll call guy. And I have stuck my neck out for Mark so much. I have defended Mark so much because Mark gets a bad rap because of the way he looks and the way he talks. And like, it's stupid, man. Like, Mark is a good guy. He's a good Yankee fan, a good baseball fan. He knows a ton about baseball. He loves the Yankees. He loves the bleachers. He doesn't leave the bleachers. He goes to all of those games and he leads the roll call. And people treat him like I don't like how people treat him. I don't like how people treat him on the internet that have never met him. Um, I just don't like it. So like, I am happy for him that he has that roll call job and responsibility because he takes it serious like a job and responsibility. Um, and I appreciate the guy. I don't need to say anything else. I'm not taking that job. I don't need. You know what else I've said over the years too. I've stopped going so much to the bleachers. I go to do roll call to lend my voice to yell and make sure it's loud and like you know. But because and like all this stuff sounds like cocky and like I'm tooting my own horn, but it's facts. Like it's not anything. I'm not lying. Like the section has become so popular. The cameras are always on it, and people are always looking at that particular section. I don't need. I don't need that. Like, I don't need to go to 203 to be seen or heard. I'm not going over there like, yo, let me get on ESPN. Let me get on Yes Network. Like, I've been on both channels. I had a commercial on ESPN. I had a commercial on Yes Network. Like, I'm blessed, bro. Like, so what I'm saying is, like, I'd rather the actual creatures shine. I'd rather the people that bought tickets to sit in 203 shine. There were sometimes I didn't even go. Like, there were sometimes I'd be hanging out with the creatures before the game, pregame, whether we were at the bodega, whether we were at Hard Rock, whether we were at Billy's, whether we were at wherever. And then if I didn't come do roll call, they're like, yo, you missed roll call. And I'm like, I didn't miss roll call. I purposely didn't come do roll call because the block is hot. And like, I'm not looking for extra attention. I get enough attention. You guys shine. I want to be there, but I don't want to make it about myself. So am I taking that job? Hell no. That's Mark's job. I drove home from work with you going on YouTube just like old times. See, I told y'all tonight somebody saw my post on Twitter, Instagram, or something that I said I was going live on YouTube, on X, whatever. Tap in, and somebody just wanted to hear the vibes and hear the actual story from the horse's mouth about WFAN and behind the scenes stuff, and good. My apologies. I didn't really realize you were behind. I didn't realize it was your first night. It just came off like you weren't paying attention to the game and a few other things. No, I was paying attention to the game. The game is right here. So when you're looking, like I'm not looking at the camera because I'm watching Jamison Williams catch the ball and get tackled right here on the sideline. When the raid came in at like 9:52, I was probably at like 9:15 in the chat. I was like a half hour behind. Right. There's apps to link them all up. You should get Twitch and all that. Yeah, I will. This is an app. StreamYard is an app that I can stream. I'm streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. A bit of advice. You say you have a degree. So does Tom. He was a teacher until 2021 and then he decided to go full time. What's the advice? What I was saying about my degree is that like I went to school for radio and television, and I used my degree and landed in my target field. And when people are joking, saying that I'm fired and I'm jobless and I'm a loser, when I left the job, touchdown. All right, that's a big swing. That's a big answer by the Lions. That's a big answer back by the Lions right there. They're about to make it 37-27 Lions. 37-27. I'll just assume that that's going to happen after this extra point. I don't listen. Whether you have a college degree or not, it doesn't matter. There are people that are more successful, richer than me without a college degree. Honestly, college is a scam. But what I was saying in that regard was that like I'm not a scrub. I'm not a bum. I'm not trying to make YouTube and Twitter my job. That's not gonna be my main source of income. I have 10 years of experience working in New York City. 5 of it in social media, 4 of it in radio, and then another like year in between doing like freelance stuff, vlogging. So you can look me up on LinkedIn. I've been working in New York City 11 years. I was in the MLB fan cave in 2014. I've been here working since 2014 full time, pretty consistently. Like people with 10 years of experience that are also a known commodity from being on the radio for 4 years. Like I've gone through the struggle. I've gone through the, oh man, I got to interview for jobs. I got to send cover letters. This sucks. Like I'm broke. I drove Lyft Uber. I worked at a restaurant. I sold stuff. Like, do you have any special sports memorabilia? Of course. I sold a lot of sports memorabilia stuff. Let's see what I even have in here that's on display. Most of these are bobbleheads, but let's see. There was a time in my life where I parted ways with like collectors items. I don't even remember anymore now because it was such a down time where I was like, damn, I got to sell this to make $100, $200. CC, Jedi, bobblehead, um, Paul O'Neill. Paul O'Neill signed ball for my son Jackson. To Jackson, best wishes, Paul O'Neill. $2 bill. Bonus points. Bonus points if anybody in the chat knows what this is. Obviously, it's a Yankees helmet, but someone that was probably at the stadium. What is this logo and what makes this special? Right. I couldn't believe that. Granted, we don't know each other at all, but it was dope seeing you go from the bleachers and the fan seats to sitting side by side with Yankees legends. It's a dream come true. Yeah. Yeah, but it also was a lot of work and prayer and just, stars aligning. So, um I don't know, man. I'm blessed. I'm very fortunate and I'm not done. That's the thing about me. I didn't just get lucky. Like I worked. I didn't waste a day. I'm not ever going to waste a day. That's what I just was saying before. What do you guys think I'm doing? What do you guys think I'm doing during the day? What do you think I've been doing? It's Thursday. What do you think? I've been somewhere every single day this week in New York City. I have been on calls. Like I am working. I'm not doing my show on the fan at night. I'm about to go to sleep when this game is over. But like what I'm telling y'all is show goes on. Show goes on. There's more to do, bro. And I'm not a bum. I never been. Why you not with your family instead of on YouTube? I am with my family. What are you talking about? My son is right there. My wife is right there. They're sleeping. Um, his wife just asking my boy. It's okay. It's okay to ask because I'll clear that up, right? Like if I was working at WFAN, I'd be at WFAN right now. The Holland Tunnel closes at 11 o'clock. Earlier in the stream, I talked about the fact that I would leave to get through the tunnel by 10:30, 10:45, and I would be at WFAN. And there were a lot of times where that door would close, and I'm like, damn, like I'm leaving my sleeping baby and my sleeping wife in the apartment. What if something happens? Damn, I'm leaving my family to go to work. And then when I do come back at 2:30 in the morning and try to fall asleep at 3, I'm gonna be tired and they're gonna be getting up at 7, and it did not work for me anymore. Everything is good. As long as you enjoy what you do. Some of us don't really enjoy our jobs. I was someone who had jobs in the past that I did not enjoy. I was someone who um I did enough jobs that I didn't enjoy. I'll never do that again. I'm sorry. I'm sure you already explained, but I joined a couple minutes ago. Why'd you leave WFN? Like listening to you there. Hoping for great things in the future for you, bro. The number one reason, and I don't think you need more than one reason, was the schedule conflict. And as much as people enjoyed watching me or listening to me at night, you got to do that for the most part on your own terms at home or at work or in the car. And I had to do that every show in the studio at the station. And what you did not hear or see was the chaos it created for me at home. And I've been very clear and transparent on it. And somebody knows the same, my boy who popped up right here, young t-shirt, knows what this is. Yeah, so Eric Emanuel Day at the stadium was different, bro. You want to talk about hype beast? You want to talk about a different vibe? You want to talk about a great promotion at Yankee Stadium? Yeah. Drop my whole freaking wallet. Um, but yeah, people are gonna ask. People are gonna ask forever. I think it was unprecedented. It was unheard of. I don't know. I don't know if they've ever had somebody just kind of bow out, just kind of resign, just kind of say, I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. That's gonna be it for me. Um, but like what I've also told you is I'm trying to figure out some other things in the building that I can do. I'm trying to still be part time and do part time shifts. If I'm regarded by so many as one of the best, if not the best host, then why wouldn't you take that host that was doing everyday shows Monday through Friday and have them do some fill in spots? Out of all the athletes you've ever met over the years, is there any that you got starstruck or nervous? I always say, because I flinched. Don Mattingly. When I saw Don Mattingly for the first time, it was at Pinstripe Pride event, and he was signing stuff, and I just I don't know why I acted dumb. Like I had been around so many players, I just froze in the moment, bro. I didn't ask him for a picture. I didn't shake his hand. I just was like, I acted like a kid. I'm like, yo, that's Don Mattingly. Yo, it's Don. And like people were looking at me like, yeah, like like you never met. I'm like, he was just one that I hadn't met. He was one that I hadn't met. Ones on the clock. Big ones on the clock. Big ones on the clock. 11:11. Make a wish. I wish for you to be successful. I wish for you to live your dreams. I wish for you to be who you want to be at all times. I wish for you to be brave and to be bold and to live your truth. I wish for you to treat people good and watch how much good comes back to you. I wish for you to sleep well. I wish for you to prioritize your sleep. I wish for you to make as much money as you need and some, and share with people that need money and need help. Speaking of money, look at that. Right as the 11:11 wishes come through, Sam says, you are the best. Love listening to you. Been listening since you first started on WFN. Hope you have a lot of success in all you do. Appreciate the 4.99, and I'm having success. Like, I think my haters are mad because I made a lot of noise, bro. I made a ton of noise. It was loud. It was loud. And what's quiet is what I see. What's quiet is the return. What's quiet is the people that are calling my phone and sending me emails and DMs and asking me if I can join Google Meet, if I can jump on Zoom, if I can come to the office. That has been loud for me, but quiet for the outside world. And I'm extremely blessed that is the response, how it's been received. I'm also blessed that I have an employer like WFN that's like, we hear you, we understand, you got it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can work on something else together. You got it, bro. Like, You know, they could have said, "All right, you're terminated. Kick rocks. Never want to see you again." Where'd you get that sick Yankees piece behind you with the map? Oh man, that shit's tough, right? Well, I was saying that shit's tough. J Mac Customs. So the same guy that made the OMG sign for the Mets, J Mac Customs, got to be one of my favorite Met fans now. I met him at Fanatics Fest. And this is what I'm talking about, like when people meet me versus when people are talking online. He had trolled me online. He had said some things online. But then when we chopped it up in person at Fanatics Fest, he's like, yo, you're a cool dude. Let's take a picture. He took the picture and he put it out and he told Met fans, like, Keith McPherson's not what you think he is. Keith McPherson's a great dude. He's got a lane on WFAN. He's blazing the trail. He's killing it. Like, and you know what he also saw? He saw me at Fanatics Fest sign autographs and take pictures and have real conversations with anyone that came up to me and kids and adults and people that were just excited to see me. I just gave everybody I could my time. And I think when people see you in real life show that you care about people, trolling the Met fan on Twitter doesn't matter. So shout out to J Mac Customs. He is crazy talented, a crazy Met fan, but he made that nice Yankee piece for me. And like, what you can't see is the details. It's a subway map. So like, it's like, I think it's Manhattan into the Bronx. Eric Manuel, you busted your ass, dude. You made that happen and made it a reality that wasn't handed to you, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, so many people have started with Keith McPherson in 2022, in 2023, and 2024. I'm like, do you like? Okay, I don't. I'm done. I'm done explaining. Keep praying, Keith, all day, every day. Like that's why I keep telling people I'm too prayed up, bro. I'm not gonna lose. I'm not gonna fail. I got too many prayers sent up, and Granny praying for me. This cross that I wear around my neck, right? I got this out of Jacksonville, Florida. It's a modest little chain. I don't even think, even if I'm, a millionaire this year, I don't think I'm gonna buy a big chain and flex. I always tell the story on WFAN about in the summer being sent to Jacksonville, Florida as a kid and going to church with my grandmother and learning the Bible and praying and standing in front of the church and reading the 23rd Psalm and the Lord's Prayer. And, as a young guy, a really young guy, Spider-Man Far From Home, I was a fish out of water down there for real. Like, I come from Monmouth County, the Jersey Shore, a predominantly white area, like 88% white in my like high school when I was there. And when I went down to Jacksonville, Florida in the summer, it was like 98% black in the neighborhood that I was living in with my grandmother and there were no white people. And it was also very southern. So like you want to talk about dropping a 8-year-old kid from Monmouth County, New Jersey and Duval County, Florida, bro. It was like, and this is in the late 90s, before cell phones, before social media. It was like, bro, you just go outside and try and survive. And I saw a lot of crazy stuff down there. I saw guns, I saw drugs, I saw violence, I saw roach infested places, I saw ant infested places, I saw poverty, I saw people just living on top of each other, like 10 people in a like 3-bedroom house. I saw what it was like to live where they gave out free lunch. And just like I got a real culture shock in the hood of Florida when I was young, and I didn't know why I was sent down there. I felt like I was punished. I felt like it was a burden, but I thank God for that experience because like it challenged me young. And like if you can go through that young, you can go through whatever. And I found God through that. Like I found prayer. I found, you know, going to the church. It became fun. Going to Sunday school, I look forward to. And before I went back home, I asked my grandmother, could I be baptized? And she said, yeah, you want to be baptized? I said, yeah, the other kids down here are baptized, and I wanted to fit in. And another thing that I needed to do to fit in was to be baptized in the holy water in front of the church. And I got that done at 8 years old. And from that moment, I really felt like God had his hand over my life, that I was, even at 8, a born again Christian, a new man. And like, don't be surprised when you see me win. Don't be surprised when you see how I move, because I'm in God's favor. Amen. I got some connects in NY. Love to help. Reach out. My email is in my Twitter bio and in my Instagram. And New York is amazing. New York is an amazing place. You gotta hate it to love it, and you gotta love to hate it. But like what I found now, I'm like, damn, like the amount of people that have reached out to me through this, I'm like, wow, you don't know how many people rock with you in the city until you step out of what you were doing. You don't know how many people are like, yo, bro, like, what's good with you, man? You like, yo, come by the office, yo, come to this, blah, blah, blah. Like, I got people invited, someone invited me to the Rangers game the other night. I'm like, nah, I'm with the fam. Somebody invited me to the Knicks game, the Nets game. I'm like, nah, like, I'm not going to games. I'm in the crib now. Like, every day I'm getting up in the morning and I'm taking my son to daycare. Every day I'm picking my son up from daycare. Every single day. It's precious time. It's precious moments. It's time that I won't get back. My son is growing up so fast. It's cliche, but like, I don't have a baby anymore. I have a crazy toddler, a terrible 2-year-old, and like, I love him and I gotta be there for him. And I know that when I am 40, 50, 60, and he's a grown man, I'll have these little core memories, and I'll be thankful that I didn't put myself first and my radio job first. Yeah, what, I hit y'all with a hair flip? Hey, it's natural. It's natural. I probably hit y'all with the little little yeah. I mean, bro, I'm very proud of my hair. I didn't know my hair would look like this. Story time again. When I quit my job, do I have, bro? I could show you so many things because we're here now, and this is the point of doing the live stream. So like when I work corporate, bro, like I work corporate, I look like this. Low cut, maybe a little fade on the side, suit and tie, low cut, and like not even flexing. What is that logo in the background? Major League Baseball. I'm not sure what I was doing here. CWS, College World Series? I don't know what that means. But anyway, um, when I was working at MTV, Keith McPherson, Viacom staff, had a little bit of a curl, right? When I was interviewing, this was man, I cannot tell you how bad I wanted that Foot Locker job. I had 2 rounds of interviews to be the social media manager at Foot Action and work with the social media sales team at Foot Action Foot Locker Champs. Bro, I wanted that job so bad. I got journal entries about it. Um, the discount that you would get on kicks was amazing. I think it was like some like 40% off kicks. I was already planning what shoes I was gonna buy. I was telling people like, bro, that broke my heart when I didn't get that. But anyway, what I'm saying is this was I think this was my last haircut in this picture. Because if you look in the back, you see that Delta sign. That's Yankee Stadium in the back. That was the day of CC Sabathia's celebrity softball game. No, I wasn't playing. I wasn't a celebrity. No one even looked at me like that. I had the suit on because I was at the stock market earlier that day with Amon Ross St. Brown down inside the 15. They're about to close this out. And good because I'm about to close this out. Story time. Um, uh, oh, so I had the suit on because I was at the stock market with this boxer who was doing some type of premiere, and he was the guest of the stock market, and I went with him because he was represented by Rock Nation, and I was the lead of like Rock Nation Sports digital marketing at the time. And so after I was at the stock market with him, where you can't get into the stock market without business attire, I just went to the CC Sabathia softball game wearing that. I ended up quitting not long after that. And when I quit, I had my reasons for quitting, and I don't need to go into detail, but I thought about what my hair looked like when I interviewed for the job. When I interviewed for the job, I had just came back from Coachella. I was a lot younger. I was 7 years younger, and I had a fro hawk. I had like a blonde fro hawk. Like I don't even know where the pictures are of it. Like I don't know. But I cut my hair to conform for a job. I cut my hair doing what I thought was like the right thing to do to be business and whatever. So then when I quit that job, I said to myself, and it's funny though, here we are. I said, I'm going to grow my hair and whatever it turns into, whatever it looks like, and people are going to have to accept me for me. And if they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. Now, what I will say is I had never had long locks like this, and this wasn't my intention. What happened was the pandemic hit and they closed all the barbershops. I used to have like a little fro with a taper, and then I had a little coiler drawn. And then once they closed all the barbershops, I just, the pandemic sucked. You just got lazy with things. I got lazy. I was just eating and drinking and not going and like not taking care of myself enough. And so my hair started to lock as like a fro. And I remember I think it was either Mother's Day or Father's Day. My mom was like, "You starting to get locks. Like I could twist your hair." So my mom started twisting my hair way shorter than this. Like this is not even. I've cut this. I've trimmed this. Like if I never trimmed, it'd probably be down to my chest. But like my hair now is a symbol of my journey from when I quit my last like corporate social media job, walk-in touchdown, Jahmyr Gibbs, good night, Dallas Cowboys. Your season is on the brinks. But yeah, when I quit that job and like I had a ton of corporate jobs and like interviews and like tried to look this part of like, oh, I'm clean cut. And I'm like, please. When I set on this journey to become myself and be myself and build my own brand of like who I am in this world, Keith McPherson, the brand, I said I'm growing my hair, and here we are now. It's such a signature thing. I can't get rid of it. I don't even know where my hair tie is now to tie it up. It's such a part of like my it's not even it's so much deeper than like my look and how people recognize me. It's not a signature. It is a symbol of my journey. I started growing it when I was one way, and I'm this way now. All right, so let's try and wrap this thing up. Let me see. I never watched him, but I hear good things from Yankee fans. They still love Mattingly. Of course, I never watched him either. He's before my time, but I watched all those highlights. I know the story. I watched the documentaries. Like Donnie is a player I always say I wish I was a little bit older to see. Glad you're doing the best thing for you and your family, bro. Keep praying and focusing on God. Everything will fall in place. Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all things will be given to you as well. Yeah, that's spot on. I'll have to go read that. I'll have to put a note to go tap into that. Um, that's spot on, bro. Thank you for that. I don't know if you can talk about it, but how does it work being a fill-in? Do they call you of the day of, or they put out the schedule every week and they check in with people? I can discuss it. Like if they're this week is done, next week is gonna come out. I don't know if I gotta check my email. Next week either came out today or will come out um tomorrow. So like next week's schedule will come out tomorrow, and before they finalize it, they'll check with everybody. And you know, what I hope is like with people going on vacation for Christmas and whatnot, they say, hey, you're up. Let's pinch hit you in. I listen to everyone. They don't stop me, bro. They don't stop me. They motivate me. A lot of people talk online when it's face to face. I know. Trust me. I've been everywhere. It's never that way. Oh, Dak with a bomb. Nope. Doesn't matter. Down 14. Yeah, I know. I know. There's a lot of keyboard warriors. Right. I already read that. Let's see. That's what I'm saying, bro. I've been online for a minute. Yo, what up? Karan out here. Yeah, Tune is asleep. I sleep with Tune, so she's waiting for me to get in bed. I know my wife is definitely like, yo, can you get in bed? I'm like, hey, I gotta tap in. This was a big opportunity to tap in to watch this game and give y'all the real. And there's a lot of people that checked in. And it was meant to be. The Grossi posse checked in. Psalm 91, Keith. All right, y'all giving me some homework, and I'm gonna go tap in. Psalm 91. I don't know I knew the Bible better when I was a kid, for real. I knew it a lot better when I was a kid. What's the plan for opening day? Let's make one, bro. Let's make one, bro. It is. Yeah, it's different. This is why we relate. Yep. It is very religious down south. They're all in, the whole town is at the church. And so like if you act like you hate church or you don't want to be there, whatever, you're like, nah, you just you gotta conform and fall in. All right, let's see. Keith has some beautiful hair. Thank you. I'm blessed. Most dudes my age are balding. Most dudes my age, their hair is thinning. Their receding hairline is back here. Like I'm flexing my shit for real. Somebody in the chat, all this guy does talk about his hair. Why not? Why not? All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap because this game is about to be a wrap. They just hit the 2-minute warning. Oh my God, what's good? KM to AM. Nah, I'm not gonna take it to AM because I'm about to shower and go to sleep by 12. I got 30 minutes to do so. Yo, casual gamer, I'm all good, man. Good to see all you guys, bro. I'm not being too loud because everybody on the home front is asleep, but they know. My son had a big freak out until like 10 after 9. I'm like, of course. I'm trying to go live. He's tweaking. Um, and then, my wife knows. If anybody knows, my wife knows. My wife knows what I'm doing and what I got to do. And I told her tonight Dallas is on. I'm gonna watch the game and I'm gonna connect with people on the live stream. And I owe it to y'all. I left a lot of y'all hanging on air, and I know that. I left a lot of y'all disappointed with my decision, and I know that. But I told y'all I'm not going anywhere. I told y'all I'm gonna pop out. I told y'all I'm gonna be available to you, just in a different capacity. And I'm grinding right now. I'm telling you, I can't explain how busy I've been these last couple days. I can't explain what my calendar, what my email, what my text is looking like. This was a dope stream, man. It was fun as hell. I'll be here for the next one. Bill, you're the man, bro. Appreciate you, bro. For a while now. Like it doesn't go unrecognized. You got the same name across platforms. I know you've been rocking for a minute. So thanks for having my back. I need more of this. Been listening to you at night for 3 years. This is awesome. It is evolution, evolve or dissolve, right? WFAN is not the only microphone and platform that I am available to speak on. If I was on WFAN tonight, my show would not be starting until probably after midnight. I plan on being asleep after midnight. You heard about Shane's conference? I watched it. I watched it. It doesn't matter. He should be fired. He should be the next guy fired. He should be dead man walking. It should not even matter. It should not even matter. Yeah, I got mad love, bro. Appreciate people. I got mad love, bro. Like the love overpowers the hate. And I'm gonna make a promise to y'all as we're going into the new year. No more entertaining the anonymous D heads. No more entertaining the negative. No more, like, that's all they want, right? That's all they want is some type of a response. All they want is to be anonymously seen, and the greatest response is no response. Like, you ever have like a crazy ex or somebody that you're not trying to talk to, and they hit you and you just delete the text and you just leave them hanging. You just leave them out there thinking like, did they get the text? Did they see what I'm gonna give you my word? 2026, that's gonna be my New Year's resolution. Only the people that rock with me get to talk to me. Simple as that. Only if you don't f with me, f off. Like, only the people that rock with me get access to me, get to talk to me. The people that hate me, go hate elsewhere. Go hate in get a little group chat together, go on Reddit and hate there. Don't come over here with that. I'm not acknowledging that. There's no point. There's no point. The love overpowers the hate. So, with that being said, W stream chat. W stream chat. How do I end this? How do I end this? Obviously, if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe and like. I see there's still some people hanging on YouTube. Most of this chat there's 112 likes on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, hit the like. Most of it is Twitter, but that makes sense because I have 43,000 Twitter followers. So you pull the most from that audience versus 25. Well, now with the Grossi posse, we've got 2,660. Like, so some of them came in and subscribed and liked too, so that's cool. And yeah, let me see. Delete this. Delete this. Delete this. I got so many old messages. This is how we'll end. Hey, Keith, tell me something cool in the chat. Tell me something cool. Give you a couple minutes to think as this game ends. Tell me something cool to end this stream. And I'll put you up there. We'll go through everybody's cool things. Maybe something cool that happened to you. I'll tell you something cool from me as well. I'll lead it off while you guys think. I think I showed you guys before, like, boom, this place that I was earlier today, Planet X. Boom. And never seen a microphone that I did not like. So, to tell you something cool, Universe Never Unconnects. Sean Carter was born December 4th. I listened to that Black album all day today. My brother Sean was a big Jay-Z fan, and he had multiple copies of the Black Album CD. On the day of his funeral, we listened to Jay-Z, the Black Album, over and over again in his memory. So today being December 4th, Sean Carter was born December 4th. I played that. I hit my sister. I told her play it. I was like, I'm in Brooklyn. My brother used to live in Prospect Heights in Brooklyn. I'm like, I feel my brother's energy with me today. Good things happened today. I told you we had a little health scare with my mother today. She ended up in the hospital, but she pulled through all good. And, I felt my brother's presence watching over me as things were developing. And conference call, someone popped in and this one happened. The place I went, and the owner came in, and I'm like, yo, today was one of them days, bro. Today was one of those days. And you guys, with this live stream and the love that was shown on this live stream, not just the Grossi Posse raid, but look, like, boom, tell me something cool, the super chats. Burner account are the new white hoods. I like the New Year's resolution. Bro, there are a lot of racists popping up. That's another reason why I'm not entertaining them. Like, if you just want to be that nasty and negative, I think racism is so vile. I think if you just are somebody that thinks like that and talks like that and hits send on type and stuff like that, then like you can't come into my circle. I'm not entertaining it. But yes, tell me something cool as we end this stream. What I just told you, rest in peace to my brother Sean McPherson. He was a big Jay-Z fan. His favorite Jay-Z album was the Black Album. Sean Carter was born December 4th. I played that album a couple times today. I felt my brother's presence with me in Brooklyn, where he used to live. And today was a great day of progress and work. And this live stream was awesome. So let's wrap it up with you guys. Tell me something cool thoughts. Another year. My boy always throwing the years in here. Glad I caught the last bit of this. Yeah, bro, we're going to do more of these. Definitely during the holiday season, too. You think the Yankees get belly? I think so. Game over as the clock ticks. We'll end this as the Cowboys are defeated 44-30. Ton of points scored. Listening at work at night. Finish up strong. Good. I'm glad you're able to plug this in and have this on your headphones as another way. 2 claps. Going to miss you on WFAN, brother. Appreciate it. That's love. That's love. That's all that is. If you're missing someone that's not dead, you, you know, that's just love. I'm still here. Your parents met Michael Strahan before Super Bowl 42. He was in Florida selling blooper vids. It was funny. That is cool. What that's cool. Dak pick. It's over. Yep. Reasonable doubt will all be. Oh yeah, because that's the start. That was the start. My man Mike was talking about. He's like, bro, you like Hove. Hove said, F the label. I am the label. I'm gonna do it on my own. Tell me something cool. Cowboys season officially over. Not quite, but pretty much with that stupid tie. RIP big bro, Sean McPherson. Big influence on the man that you see today. A lot of stuff that y'all like about me, it started at home in the crib being influenced by my older brother. Keith, if you could do a podcast, that would be dope. If you don't think there are conversations and calls about, hey, we would like to do the Keith McPherson podcast, there's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5 people lobbying for that. So I'm not in a rush. It's gonna get done. I don't have to do it myself. I just got to bring myself to it. And the Lions cover. They cover by a lot more than 3. All right, y'all. See you at the stadium this summer. Karan, you easily see me, bro. You know where to find me, bro. You think the Yanks trade for either Quan or Tatis? I don't. But if they don't get Belly, I think the Tatis things becomes more real. Yo, thanks again for the super chats. Thanks again to the Grossi Posse. That was amazing. That was all love. Like the timing of all of that. Like I'll never forget that. And I'm gonna go out of my way to to thank Tom Grossi for that, and thank all you guys, man. Over probably 3,000 people looked at this, and I'll be back to do more. So you'll get me in this capacity right here from home in my little home studio. So appreciate all y'all in here, man. And let's wrap this thing up. I already did tell me something cool. And you know, like I always usually I ended my WFAN show throwing to the next show. So I will now throw to my next show. I don't know when it'll be, but we'll see you on the next live. Tune in for that. KM out.